keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
We built ourselves a Death Star, and then we just shot it one time.
Right.
Really
We didn't even full power it. We just
Yeah.
did like half power, like a little like
Yeah, you saw Rogue One, right? Just like the low power version.
yeah, the quick.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's my next goal. It's to make a Death Star, a mobile
Did I
Death
ever
Star.
get? I can't remember. Did I ever
Death Stars.
get in a bit?
Like a properly mobile Death Star. Sorry, Victor.
Did I ever get Theo's inner bits, like his hardware? I remember trying to hit the body. I remember wanting to do that, but I don't remember if I actually.
I don't remember either.
Because I remember wanting his stuff.
I remember you rolled and you only found like one thing, and you guys were gonna talk about what you got later.
And then later,
Because you didn't
never
roll super well.
happened.
And later never happened.
Okay. Why? What are you thinking?
Know like what I could get from that before later doesn't happen again. Because I totally forgot until like yesterday.
So I missed most of what you just said.
That's because I Victor forgot until like yesterday that this was a thing I wanted.
Right. Where? Yeah, so you can pick one of these things. He's got Ghost Talk Transceiver, stabilization overrides, deep echo radar, and a slow time window. The Ghost Talk is basically like
What's slow time?
Slow time. The slow time window basically lets you make split-second decisions, like give you extra time to think stuff out. You also cannot be surprised. You always roll initiative as normal, no matter how unexpected the attacker. But each time you use it, you gain system strain.
So all it does is give me advantage versus surprise and
I mean,
initiative.
Advantage, but like you'll never be surprised.
What was
You'll
that
always-
ghost talk?
Ghost Talk is basically you can use your compad without your hands.
I would like that, please.
Okay.
What have you done?
I mean, you still have to plug in to things you want to hack.
Okay, what are the other two things then?
Stabilization override.
What does that do?
That is what kept him alive after you killed him.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, and then deep echo radar. Basically, you can see everything within 10 meters of you, even through solid objects.
Wait. Sorry, continue.
And it costs, 1 strain to use. But, or I guess no, it doesn't. It's just constant.
That's some footfalls level bullshit right there.
Yeah. So you can just constantly see everything within 10 meters. And you can see normally, but...
Would that just be constant system strain?
Yeah, it's just 1 system strain, and then you just get this thing.
How far away can I talk to my compad from?
With the Ghost Talk,
Yeah.
basically the compad is inside you.
Wait, so I don't need a compad?
Yeah, basically, like, you get a compad hooked up to your brain.
Oh, then definitely that.
Okay.
Can I just have that now?
Yeah.
Or do I gotta wait till a surgeon?
I mean, it's been months since then and now, and you've definitely had time to go to the Phoenix surgeon to just like, hey, I have this thing. Can you put it in me? He's like, is that blood? It's like, yeah, don't worry about it.
Wait a minute.
I have a question. Once you're done.
This brings up a really iffy thing then. Do I have a metastasis projector?
Yes.
But like working?
No.
Because it's been like a year since that flashback.
That's been 6 months.
It's been like a year since that flashback.
Been 6 months.
Can I at least have like a top clock on it with a couple tick?
You can
Since we
have
probably
a clock on it, yes.
worked on it if I had it. Because that's
How
permanent.
many?
That's number 1 on my list.
All right. We have a clock.
I have like 2 ticks on it. A tick.
Why don't you roll once now?
Alright. Get the bad rolls out of the way. I see how it is.
Whoops.
How'd you do that?
Oh, I right-clicked and then multi-sided token. I accidentally clicked random side.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What I meant to do.
I got the highest roll and the lowest roll.
Okay. Yeah, you got 1 tick.
Alright. I'll take it.
Question.
Yes. Answer.
Those mechanical things that Victor was looking at, they're the bits of the body from the guy that we killed.
Yeah.
Can I just plug some of those into me?
So when we rolled, we were seeing like how much of Garou was salvageable,
Yeah.
and Victor rolled pretty poorly, and so we decided one.
Only one
piece.
thing changed. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, what I was saying before my internet crapped out on me was, how do we know when you've saved as many people as you could?
Well, there must be a max capacity on the
Well, I guess
how many people we can carry on the ship.
There is.
I guess
Give
the
up.
wording "as many people as I can" is a little bit false. It's more so what I was saying is like I'm making the attempt to save people.
May I suggest, back on Saudi Minor, there's a lovely little bar. Now that bar, unlike other bars, does not try to fill to capacity of the fire safety regulation, where that is uncomfortable for everybody. It fills to the capacity of comfort. How many seats are available? Let's do our duty, but keep the ship comfortable. I don't want to have bunk beds of a stranger.
I mean, it's not like it would be a permanent thing.
Yeah.
On
It
that
would
note,
be an annoying thing.
there are currently 300 people on your ship. Max capacity is 1,000.
How many of those people are robots?
So that's with the robots. You've got 300 people on your ship and a bunch of robots helping.
Okay, so the 300 people is not counting robots.
Right.
Okay, so the max capacity was what you said?
You got 1,000
Okay.
for max.
So
well,
we have
max crew.
Yeah.
That's max crew is not the same thing as max people we can carry.
True. You could carry
Cargoes.
more if you put them in the cargo hold.
No, it's not even about space on the ship. I think we have plenty of space. It's just how much can the life support support.
Right. And I calculated it out. assuming the computer, like the system, can physically handle it and like pump out enough food and air for everyone, and deal with all the shit that's coming out of them. It was 5,700, and you'd have like a couple hours of air left when you got to the next place. If you're going one jump.
Okay.
I mean, we really only need to. For
I mean,
now.
tell us about the other systems next to us, because
Yeah.
I mean, it's
so
really
I'm gonna wash my hands real quick.
you're
Be right
in
back.
Persia. You just came out of Otan Ferry. Otan Ferry is the place with the giant, like, pre-tech shipyard. And then there's also New Zion. New Zion has 3 planets: Atlas, Bareth, and Shadia. Shadia is a tech level 4 planet. The other 2 are tech 3.
Okay, but like, can they support this many refugees?
Yes.
Any of those planets?
Yeah.
What about Otanfari?
Yeah. Fan Kui, which is the planet on Otan Ferry, or in Otan Ferry, could. Shadia probably could, but it's owned by a company and would probably like just not want them to be there because they wouldn't be employees.
I just want a yes or no.
Atlas, probably not, because they have a very small population already, because they don't have a lot of water on Atlas. And then
You can always split them up if it's in the same. If it's in the same
Bareth
system,
could
we
take
can always
them.
split them up. But
you could also try and get them to the Phoenix.
Wait, real quick.
Yeah.
We're on the stellar bagels.
Yeah.
We also have the just bagels, right?
Oh yeah.
Can't we just like launch that off and also drive that?
So max crew for the
just
bagels is 6.
Well, that's crew again.
Right, that's
yes.
crew.
And we do have extended. Did you take into account when you made the calculations that we have extended life support?
You have
ship,
extended
right?
life support on the ship?
One of them at least. I don't know if it's.
Oh, you have hydroponics production.
Yeah. That's right. Okay, we upgraded it even further. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So you'd be able to, if you had 1,000 people on your ship, you'd be fine indefinitely.
But boy, the sheer crowd, the bathroom line. Do we want to sacrifice that?
Eric, I'm putting my goal of killing Vincent back on. He gets to die. I don't care.
Now we'll shoot him a 3rd time.
Well, where does this come from?
From being an asshole with not valuing human lives.
Well, I'm valuing human lives enough to not want not to have them, but we have to be realistic about the long-term consequences of having all these people.
It's not long term. It's not long term.
Yeah, it's not even necessarily going to happen unless we can't defeat the behemoth. I don't know why these tertiary hypotheticals got to be such a big deal.
Yeah, well.
So, yeah.
I mean, regardless, we got to evacuate that planet.
But it sounded like we can take more than 5,000 people. Is that what you're saying?
I guess.
We don't need to figure out an exact figure right now. We can always do that math later if it comes down to it. But because we have the best upgraded life support
Yeah.
available in the game.
So basically, you can hold 2,000 people for a month, 30 days.
And what's the suspected time that we would have the people on the ship?
That depends.
Not less than that though, because if we're just dropping them off in the next system, that's much quicker than a month.
Yeah, you could drop them off in anywhere in New Zion, Otan Furi, Maosu, or Sauri Prime.
Let's drop them off at Salway Prime.
That would mean that you can take less people.
Yeah, we can just drop them off sooner and then take more people and then do whatever the
Once
fuck we
again,
want.
assuming we don't win.
I know. That's a possibility. All right, let's get into it.
Yeah. So Mirko, again, how do we know that you get XP from saving people?
You just word it to be like, try to save people.
Yeah. Basically, either the behemoth dies and they're safe, or we get them off the planet and they're safe.
So ensure the safety of people, of refugees, inhabitants.
Of the peoples.
Yeah, ensure the safety of the people who are not the crew.
Yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Try and prototype, fight people stylishly, ensure the safety of the peoples. Crew, keep crew and company safe and alive. And then I was gonna find the treasure with Josie on hold, since like that's not a plot that's happening right now. And dude, just stop the behemoth or kill as much of the behemoth as we can.
Again, that's very vague because potentially you could kill the whole behemoth.
Hurt the behemoth.
Hurt the behemoth. Love it.
Stop the behemoth on this planet.
Fight the behemoth. Not even hurt him. Just get
Draw the
into
line
combat.
this far.
If I roll initiative with the behemoth, I will get XP.
Cool. Fun.
All right. Gucci. Gucci gang.
How many skill points would I have gotten when I leveled up last time?
3.
4?
I thought it was 3 every time.
He's an expert.
Oh, yeah. I'm just a stupid fuck.
All right,
It's okay.
comrade.
Yes, goals. Help Flintlock.
Okay.
Don't let workers be injured.
Okay.
Work with Mirko and Vincent to create advanced map.
Okay.
Find out about corporate.
Okay.
Save as many workers on Uruk as possible.
Okay. Cool. So when you're at max capacity, you'll get XP for that?
As possible. Not necessarily at max capacity, but like say we need to leave as soon as possible. As many as I can save.
Okay.
The point system is 1 to get a 0, then 2 to get a 1, right?
Yes. Which would be a total of 3. All right, and last but not least, I don't know if there is a least. Let's not think about it. Gabe, what are Val's goals?
Protect the ship's crew. Work towards filling an position. Help empower the crewmates to help solve problems. I'm going to put a temporary one in here because I don't think I'm going to change strike team this time to help the inhabitants of Persia. And that's the Japanese accent in this in this universe. Is pronouncing the name correctly.
Right.
Persia. And Behemoth. Yeah.
Fun. So you all make it to Uruk. You know, it's been a hard journey. One of you got shot. You killed a guy. But you're here. What are you gonna do?
All right. Well, we got a message from Flintlock, right? So
You got a message from Flintlock and about everyone else on the planet.
right, but we can filter out those people for now and just try and see if we can get a hold of Flintlock. Yeah.
Yeah. So you call Flintlock?
No, I sent a message on Facebook.
Okay. What does the message say?
New phone, who dis?
So, Flintlock, you get a message. It says, new phone, who dis? It's from Val.
I'm gonna send back like a little wave.
Like an emoji or like a video of you waving?
No, you know how like Facebook allows you to do that, like
Oh, yeah.
this person
The
waved
poke?
at you. So yeah, Val's just
Okay.
gonna get something that's like Flintlock waved at you. Do you want to respond?
So that happens. Both of you are playing coy, apparently, in this life-threatening situation.
I mean, that is Flintlock.
Right. How do you respond, Val?
I'm gonna send just a message of, hey, we got business, got more important things to do right now. What is it you want? You in danger?
Yeah, I'm here. You're just saying, what is it you?
Well, yeah, what is it you want? Are you in danger?
Well, things could be a might bit better, but I remember how we were fighting the behemoth at one time, and I decided since this wee little bugger showed up again, you might want to take another crack at it.
I don't
Also,
remember.
forgive me, it's been so long since I've done Flintlock's accent that I'm still trying to get it back.
Sounds on brand to me.
I don't remember. Was Flintlock actually with us in that fight, or was it Comrade?
It was Comrade.
What, Comrade? No,
Yeah.
I could have
I
thought
thought it was
that.
Comrade.
Huh.
No, Flintlock was there when you killed Alphonse Krauss, because he killed Alphonse Krauss, who discovered the behemoth, and then you were told about the behemoth by Oscar, I think, and then you met it later, because by then Flintlock had left with...
So, do I even know what the behemoth is?
Yeah, you do. Because it was explained to you by Oscar, and then Flintlock left.
I see. Okay.
With
All right. Let me
Yeah.
roll that back. Well, I heard about that behemoth thing from this big bugger that we met a while back, and wee little beastie just seemed to match its description, and I figured you might want to take another crack at it.
Do you have something to assist us? You have a ship of your own?
Well,
Maybe
I have
some-
Well, I have the queen with me here, so it's a bit more complicated than it used to be, but I have whatever I can muster up.
Okay, so are you going to use what, like the Queen's Royal Guard to help you or something?
Well, the Queen's Royal Guard is basically myself right at this particular moment, so let's go with yes, shall we?
Do you have any kind of plan at all? I mean, you've been here longer. You know the territory better.
Well, to be perfectly honest, we weren't here chasing the behemoth. We were here looking for a wee little artifact that the Queen wanted to get her hands on. This is the new queen, by the way, not the old queen. And
So Queen Elizabeth
firecracker
New
in this
queen,
one,
who
let me
dis?
think what. And
Queen Elizabeth.
so we were here chasing this artifact when, surprise, surprise, this great thing decided to fall from the sky and started eating everything in sight. And we figured, oh, we might as well give you a call.
Okay. Have you learned anything about it in the time that you've been fighting it?
Certainly likes to eat things.
Anything useful? Secret messages?
Yep.
Flintlock's one of them. We gotta kill him.
I watch Deep Space Nine. You gotta make them bleed. Then you'll know.
We haven't learned anything particularly useful, so to speak. It seems to be coming towards the city that we're in.
Okay. How many of them are there? How large is the mass?
Well,
Like,
from what we've been able to gather, it's just the one big bugger. Again, we've been looking for this artifact that the Queen wants. It's called the Crown of Galahad. A thief stole it a while back, and we're looking to get it back.
Wasn't me.
Well, of course I know it wasn't you. You wouldn't have any interest in it. It's not particularly valuable. How are you doing, by the way, you old bugger?
I honestly did not expect to actually talk to you today.
He's terrible. He got shot twice.
Well, that is a right
Well,
shame. Sorry
that
to
is
hear
true.
about that.
It was by Val. So you
Well, now
know.
that's development.
Yeah, so you know, it's almost like getting shot. I got shot in the leg, but also in the back at the same time. It's interesting.
I've had that happen to me before. It's never fun.
you've blown yourself up before.
And all of us with him.
Next time we meet, we should share a couple. It'll definitely cheer you.
Yeah, as I'm somehow the only one who has not insulted you about the explosion somehow, I would happily be the one to break bread with you.
Wonderful.
I can't believe, this is Victor, I can't believe you two fuckers got to that before I could. That's so weird.
We were all very salty about that.
That's the one thing we remember.
Ever since last game, everybody's trading roles.
I don't remember anything else but Flintlock. That's the only thing I remember. Well, that and the was it? The floating tank.
It was a car. Thank you very much.
Yeah, with a Gatling gun on the deck.
Ah, wonderful Lolana.
I think you still have it.
I'm pretty sure I do.
Like, it's probably on your
Yeah.
ship.
You took it with you.
I can still reminisce about something that I have.
True.
Anyways, yes, we are in Taru Kali. If you would like to stop over, have a bite to eat, help us find this crown, kill a behemoth, anything. They have this wonderful curry here.
Do you have weapons? Like, can we use curry as a weapon? Is that what you're suggesting? Like, you understand the urgency of the situation, right, Flintlock? Like,
Certainly
this is
feels
bad.
like a weapon the day after.
All right, good joke.
All right. So is this where we're being led to, Eric? Is this like to go do some ground stuff before we do the space battle stuff?
I guess, yeah. I mean, Thadu Kali is the capital. That's where the Psychic Academy is. That's where the nobles are going to be.
Mhm.
Where most of the workers are going to be.
I would know. Flintlock would know that the psychics were there, right?
Oh yeah, like this isn't a secret. This is like, the attraction of Uruk. That's why people come to it, because it's got the best psychic academy in the sector. Because something about the planet makes it easier on the brain to experiment with psionics.
Okay, so then we still have like what, a day still till
Yeah.
the behemoth ship
Approximately
arrives? So we can take
24-ish hours.
So we can take a ship down and go assist on the ground until then. Like when we have the whatever ships we can start taking on refugees.
Yeah.
Okay.
How are you deciding which refugees you're taking? Are you just taking anyone who shows up?
Unless anyone has objections to me doing that, that's kind of what I want to do.
Wait, what was that?
Comrade would like to have the lower class citizens be granted first access.
And Vincent would like to lie to the rich about where we're picking them up. Because I don't need this kind of like, oops, we wore the same dress, awkward situation going on.
Oh, you as in like both of you don't want the rich to be on the ship at all
For opposite reasons.
for different reasons. But both, is that what you guys are saying?
Absolutely.
Correct.
Okay. And Mirko, do you have a feeling on this? All right. All right. So then in that case, we can do that. I mean, I figured the people who are like actually like very rich, they probably have their own ships. But yeah, we can take on the poorest people first.
Cool. Josie would like to say something about that, though.
Yeah, by all means.
So yeah, she'll, while you're, in the bridge making decisions, Josie will come up to you and is like, "Hey, Val. So I think what we need to do is get all the students and like the teachers off. Because
Why?
Prioritizing them, why?
the behemoth is, coming for them, right?
Yes.
Like it wants
All right.
psychics. We should
You
not
want
give
to
it.
draw. Yes.
So we should take our population acceptance into account with the fact that we are taking all psychics first, and then we will take what we have left room of. Yeah.
If we can, yeah.
I mean, if it comes down to it, if we can get all the psychics on board the ship. I'm not advocating for this position necessarily. I'm just presenting what I think might happen to you guys. If we get all the psychics aboard the ship, it may see us as a juicier target than the planet, in which case we might be able to flee and have it chase us, and we can like find a more defensible position to fight it from.
Do we think the behemoth is not aware, or is it just that the issue is that this happens to have psychics and that's the issue?
We do know it is intelligent.
We do know Flintlock has told you that it is coming for the city.
Then that would be a plan.
So you guys want to try that? Because that's a way of helping the poor people that you
Yeah,
concerned about.
no, that works for me.
And we still get to trick the rich, yes?
Yeah, by all means. As long as they're not psychic.
Also, the instant we're within range, Eric, I hope you do know that even though the planet is in crisis, I'm sure one day it won't be. And I will be in this fantastically opportune time of chaos implanting my office virus.
Of course.
Thank you. Also, I would have liked to have incinerated the body of that man.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, the Dr. Burns has an incinerator in their
Dr. Burns burns the body.
yeah, Dr. Burns burns the body at your direction.
I want
All
to
right.
see it burn. I want to know that it actually did burn.
Okay. Yeah. You can watch Floyd burn.
All right. I'm not gonna get in the way of his fetish. So.
All right.
All right. So in that case, yeah, the way it's gonna work, like while we're doing this because we have a day, we're gonna take the Just Bagels down to the surface because I'm assuming we can't land this battleship.
No. You cannot land the battleship.
All right. And we're going to, we'll rent some shuttles or something.
I mean, the place you would rent shuttles from
Yeah.
is scrap metal now.
Sure. Well, anyway, we can pay some people who still have shuttles in the system to come help us out while they still, and then they and the Just Bagels are going to start ferrying people up to the ship, and while every time shuttles go down, they send more and more of the strike team down to help with the fight.
Okay.
Defending the capital. And or if we can just do one trip with the strike team. I don't know. It's not like a massive force. Mohan is going to see to it that the refugees have spaces to designated locations to be in the ship. Make sure they don't get into too much trouble. Make sure they are searched for for having explosives or whatever. We don't want a fight breaking out on the ship. Mohan's going to see to it that that happens. And I would propose to Josie that she be in charge in the ship while we're down on the planet. And if we need her, Miracle can bring her down.
Okay.
Because they can teleport together, and that happens pretty much instantly. And he can teleport that distance, no problem at this point, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. So, I'm just imagining scenes where we get like, Josie, how about this? And you teleport, grab her. She says like a word and then teleports away.
All right, cool. I'm going to roll to see how well the evacuation goes, because you're basically just handing it off to Josie and Mohan.
Yeah, and Zeus, if that's worth anything.
Okay. And can Josie make him re-roll?
Is Mohan an expert?
No, he's a warrior.
Huh.
What's my sister?
Oh yeah, your sister's there. I don't know.
Babysitting Toddy.
No, I didn't say where. I was wondering what she was.
Yeah, what does she do? I don't remember. It's been a while.
She was a soldier, but that could mean anything. What was her name?
I was a soldier. What?
I forgot her name. I'm making her a character sheet.
Vanessa?
Right. Vanessa Pricer, and I'm not going to like fill it out right now, but I'm just like have it so that I remember to fill it out later. I don't know what she would be. Probably an expert. Or just NPC. So Josie can make him reroll, so I'm gonna have him reroll. Much better. Oh, good. Yeah, the evacuation actually is going pretty well. We'll determine how many people you're able to get once it matters, but you're able to get quite a lot of people. Minimal panic. They're able to set up like various stations where they can be picked up so that they're not being overcrowded.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, hey, we have this many seats. We can fit this many people in the shuttle, so this many people should show up at this location.
Yep.
They're able to organize it pretty well.
Nice.
And you four head down in the Just Bagels to do what?
Meet with Flintlock and
Okay.
talk about putting this thing on the ground. I don't know. Does this planet have like a PDF?
What?
Like not as in like out of game, like a PDF, as in like a file, as in like a planetary defense force.
It had a orbital defense station.
That's not what I mean. I mean like soldiers and an army and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like there's the government, and the government has an army. Yeah.
Okay, so are they engaging with the behemoth right now? Are they defending, waiting for the behemoth, kind of like making trenches and things? Is that what we're doing, or?
Yeah, I mean they're setting up an encampment. The behemoth isn't like there's the behemoth in the sky that's coming, and that's a day away, and then there's the behemoth on the ground, which is like lumbering towards the city.
Lumbering. Are we talking a kaiju here?
Yeah, it's basically a kaiju.
Okay, all right, great, wonderful. And can we just roll initiative and open fire with orbital bombardment and just kind of like see what happens?
You have orbital bombardment?
Well, we have guns on a ship in orbit. That's orbital bombardment. That's what that is, man.
Yeah.
Can we just drop the nuke on them?
I think you could. I think the city's defense force is able to fire on the behemoth, which means it's close enough to the city that like orbital bombardment from a capital ship could probably hit the city.
Would it?
It could. Big risk.
Big or like reasonable?
It's risky.
All right.
You could try it. You can do it. But you also might kill a bunch of people.
Wait, can't we just communicate with them to withdraw?
What?
Well, can't we just contact them and tell them to withdraw from the zone so that we can bombard it?
It's the city. It's like we're already trying to evacuate them from the city.
Yeah.
They are withdrawing. They're evacuating onto your space station or spaceship.
Oh, what if... Okay, how about this? Me, Mirko, Zeus get on the Just Bagels. Val and them orchestrate and organize the withdrawal for the citizens. And once we have enough people gone, me, Mirko, and Zeus just, drop the nuke.
Oh, from the Just Bagels?
Yeah.
Would that make it? Yeah, I mean that should make it easier to target. I mean, like honestly, this stuff.
Yeah. So
targeting something on the surface of the planet should be really easy, especially with something that big. Like, I don't know how we miss. I don't know.
Oh, nuclear fall off, nuclear radiation, like the expansion
Yeah.
blast is gonna be pretty.
Yes, but we have non-nuclear weapons that are still devastating.
Right, but we could just do one nuke and maybe be done with it.
Yeah, perhaps.
Because we've established the nuke probably actually can't even go off in space.
So spaceships will generally have nuke snuffers. So like TL3, TL4 cities, you can't nuke them. But this is a TL0. They definitely don't have anything like that.
What a good place to raise your psychic cadets.
All right. Well, okay. I don't know how. Is this just like another behemoth in the sense that the one we fought that was inside the Stiller Bagels, like it's just a big bag of hit points, and we could like take it on foot and potentially win if we were,
This one's bigger.
yes, obviously, but
You could try.
I'm saying, like, is this one of those fuck off kind of moments where, like, no, you can only really run from this thing?
It's more like that.
Okay.
This is more like you're fighting Godzilla.
I mean,
Like, you can slow
Hey,
it down.
They
You can
beat Godzilla once.
distract it, but you're probably like on foot. You're not gonna kill it, even
Okay.
with like, artillery fire. Is that really gonna
So
do
let's
much?
just nuke the damn thing.
yeah. Okay. How much time until it makes it to the city?
4 hours.
That's 2 hours to get people out of here, and then 2 hours, and then like I can just bomb it. Like this isn't that difficult.
Yeah.
You should be planning for the more difficult catastrophe that's gonna come our way soon.
Yeah. I am. Yeah. I'm inclined to agree. You guys, anyone else have any ideas? I mean, Flintlock here. Anything about the planet? Anything like?
Flintlock's mostly been here chasing down a specific thief. He hasn't really been focusing on the behemoth.
Typical Flintlock.
What the hell is that even supposed to mean?
I would like to send kind of like a viral message to everyone on the city,
Yeah.
telling them to evacuate to the far side of the city that is where the behemoth is not,
Okay.
so that we can.
And we can also draw people there by having the evacuation ships land in those areas.
Yeah.
So when the shuttles land, they land on the far side, which draws people away.
So can we just drop this nuke now?
Yeah, if you want to drop a nuke.
Yeah, Eric, I guess what I'm asking is, what did you intend for us to do? What did you prepare content for us to do? Because
I prepared us talking about which refugees we're taking.
and that's it.
And a space fight.
Okay.
So nuke it is.
Yeah, I guess so. Because I was wondering if there was like something on the ground we were supposed to be doing, but I guess not.
Roll for nuke.
Yeah.
Not if you don't want to. Like, if you want to help.
What'd you get, kid?
Uh-oh.
Well, didn't we say that some of it like fell to the earth already, or are we just saying fuck that?
No,
We're saying nuke the thing that fell to the earth.
that's the whole thing we've been talking about this entire time.
Got it. I was a little off page. Now I get it.
Yeah.
I had a lot of people come into my room. I don't know if any of you saw that.
What was there?
Nothing. Go for it. Nuke it.
All right. Is this a shoot skill? Is this a like? What are we doing here?
I feel like Eric's gonna be like, "You nuked it, and it grew 6 times
No,
because
Yeah,
it ate the nuclear energy."
I don't. That's not how that works. That's not how the last one we fought worked.
I know. I know Eric's gonna pull some DM bullshit.
because that doesn't really hold up because just because how one portion of it worked that way doesn't mean that this other one won't.
Right.
But there are rules that get established with any monster in any game where like you can't just like, all right, now blue dragons, now they breathe fire. Like no, they breathe lightning, guys.
Okay, that makes sense if it's in this.
I dropped the nuke. What do I do, Eric, to drop
Okay,
the
yeah.
nuke?
So you fly over the behemoth as it's coming. It's got like this spider-like shape. The nuke goes right into it. Detonates.
Are we talking
The-
Zarbamba here?
I don't know. It was able to
Alright.
fit in a car. Like it's as big as a person. The warhead, I think.
I mean, it depends on what's inside of it, really.
I don't know. It's a nuke that's as big as me. That's all I know.
So what happened?
It rips the behemoth open. Half of it falls one direction, half of it falls the other direction.
Now there's 2 of them.
We get a scene of a bunch of people cheering. They're like, "Yeah, we killed it. It's all good. We don't have to
Sweet.
leave, or like we only have to worry about the one above us." And then
You don't know?
I'm deciding something.
All right, you want to talk
Wait,
it through? Do you want to
Roll for it.
Roll for what?
There's
Whatever you're
'Cause
deciding.
I'm not deciding if
Roll
it's dead
up.
or not. I'm deciding if something happens to your ship.
Just heads or tails,
Oh,
yes
so-
or no.
from the nuke or from the behemoth?
From the behemoth.
Okay, because the nuke wouldn't do anything to it.
Right.
Roll up check?
Yo, who's got ice cream?
That's in the background of my.
Yeah, Vincent, roll luck.
Why me?
Because you
Yep.
dropped the bomb.
That's fair. I did also buy the bomb.
Yep.
Can I reroll luck?
I don't think you can reroll saves.
Can Josie help him do that?
Let me check. Alternative outcomes.
What it is. We just have to go with it.
I have such a specific skill set and I hate it.
Yep, skill check.
All right. So
Go ahead and reroll that.
Ha ha ha!
Okay.
wait. So he can do that from what?
From Josie.
Well then. Oh, from Josie. Okay.
Oh, does she have to be able to see you?
I'll take her.
I teleport her to him. Wait,
Visible ally or own self.
wouldn't
I think
at
the whole
this
point of this that we
I did say that I
Yeah.
took Miyako with me. We can't assume that she would have been there.
no, because she's helping with the evacuation and we
Yeah.
yeah.
I said reroll, but
So it's
I'm
a 1.
Sorry, it's a 1. Cool.
Let me
wreck.
get some ice cream. 1 second.
It dies.
He needs to.
I mean,
Wait.
it doesn't die, but like it
It splits in
dies.
half.
It splits in half, and like after a while, it like parts of it get up. Like parts of it are obviously cooked beyond usability. Like smaller bits start sloughing off and like forming into creatures.
You got ants in your eyes.
And I don't know who would notice this.
I mean, we probably have like a certain the Just Bagels would circle around to confirm the kill, right?
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking about another thing. I'm about to describe another thing. Val, Mohan gets you on comms.
Yeah.
And you like hear him coughing. Val, we have a problem here.
He's like helping with the evacuations though, right? Like he's on the stellar bagels.
He's
Bits
on
of
the stellar bagels.
behemoth shot to Earth. Oh.
No. Someone fucked with our life support system. I don't know who or how they got in here.
That was your whole job, Mohan.
This was not my job. My job was to evacuate the city, not to protect the...
No, that's what I said, Eric. That's what
Mohan,
I said.
buddy, what's happening? Mohan, what happened?
Like, no refugees are not where they're supposed to be.
Okay, so something else happened. Okay.
Something happened.
Narrows it down.
I think it was someone from our ship.
All right.
You're saying
Behemoth's on the ship.
Yep.
You're saying someone's fucking with the life support system.
Yeah, like, we can take people with us, but not everyone.
What has happened to the life support system?
And he's looking... Someone threw something in it. Or in one of them.
Okay. I like that he's got like an old phone. That's.
I mean, this
What
is
did
just
he
me
throw
deciding,
into it?
like, this is how we know
do
that
me
I'm
a
talking.
favor.
What
Do me
is
a
thrown
favor.
into it?
Can you do me a favor? Can you not check personally on what is in there? Could you please send a drone to investigate? Thank you.
Yeah, I can do that. He, like, gets up and walks out of the room.
All right. So, yeah, let's get that situation sorted. Can we have? All right. So,
Wait. Hey, Eric.
Hey, Scott.
Why do we never use Josie's Oracle ability?
Because I often forget, and so does everyone else.
I mean, I don't even know what that is.
That's the thing that lets her see into the future by an X amount of time.
For her, it's a day?
Probably, yeah.
Nope, it's a week. It's a week. She literally gets to see. All right.
Right, because I need to ask a specific question, and
You can't ask yourself.
fuck if I know.
Well,
What do I think Josie would ask the DM?
We could have Scott do that or something.
You could. Like, if you wanted to ask me questions.
Hey, Eric. A week ago, does Josie know something's going up with the life support in our ship?
Doesn't even have to be a week ago. It could be like more recently, because then we know a little bit more about the future. Just saying.
A week
right,
ago, she wouldn't know about this.
Let me read this real quick.
Yeah. Okay, so visions should relate to actions and events, not abstract facts.
Yeah.
So like, will the life support fail? I guess is an event. Yeah.
We could just ask her right now if we defeat the behemoth.
No, not
You
really.
could ask her that, but you wouldn't get an answer because there are too many variables to account for.
Ask her what's messing with the life support.
She wouldn't know. It has to be from her vantage point.
Yeah.
So actually,
Yeah.
because if the life support goes down and she goes and helps us try and solve it, does Josie see anyone we apprehend or anyone we kind of like suspect that we find later?
So explicitly, the Oracle couldn't tell a psychic who the crime boss of a slum neighborhood is, for example. So I think that's close enough. Like, who done it isn't something that you could know. Like, do
What
you
about
find
where
who
they
did
are?
it?
But the question more importantly is, do we find them?
Just like in a combat, there are too many variables to account for,
Okay,
because
how
those
about
are
this?
all sorts of dice rolls that I cannot know if you do or not.
How, instead of using the Oracle,
I was
how
gonna say,
about I check the cameras?
well, I'm more so trying to find out if the person's gonna be staying on the ship,
Right, and I could check the cameras to find out who they are.
who they are. But if it's the behemoth or anything like that,
And you find out how
shape-shifting.
they got in. At some point, a camera had to pick them up.
Yeah.
And I doubt anyone's going to hack my goddamn program.
Unless it was a ghost, which we know exists in the.
You do know ghosts
Was
exist.
that a comment from...
Wait, I know ghosts
Comrade?
exist.
Oh yeah, you know ghosts exist. I don't think anyone else knows.
Nobody knows about that.
Well, cameras, what's good?
All right. So you scour the video feed and I mean the thing about this is like how long do you want to take? Cuz
Well, I mean, the life support was working a second ago.
yeah,
Now
you
it's
just
not.
want
I'm
to check
assuming there's
just
a window,
that section.
that section in that window of time. Maybe
Okay.
a few minutes back, maybe a few minutes forward.
So you see some sort of slime beast just like jam some pipe or rod of some sort into one of the air filtration systems or something, and then skitter into the air vents and yeah.
Okay, so that actually doesn't sound so bad then. If that's all that happened, that's
Are you
like a
kidding me?
No, I'm saying as far as like fixing it.
Incredibly bad. There's a behemoth
No.
in the air vent.
I'm saying as far as fixing the mechanically just replacing the filter. That's a quick fix compared
Filtration
to like
system, not filter.
okay.
He
Still,
didn't like
that's-
puncture a hole in one of the filters. He like destroyed one of the filtration systems.
okay. All right.
Okay, I cannot roll anything when we play this fucking video game.
It's
Not a video game. That's why.
Technically, it's not a video game.
Literally, Vincent rolled better than I did.
Yeah. He's also an expert who
I
has a
rewrote
special
this
ability
now.
that lets him roll 3 dice instead of 2.
That's for programming, not for anything.
Oh. Yeah.
Also, I rolled an 11 fix.
Okay, I mean, if you want to fix it, it'll take time, but you can probably do it. It means
Also-
like the behemoth is going to be on your tail as you finish up.
Well, my bit is done. I dropped the nuke.
Okay. There are smaller behemoths coming towards the city. Those can be cleaned up by the strike team.
And they ought to do that.
Yeah.
Also,
So that's not really something we need to roll for then. Like combine the strike team and the PDF. It's just like they just got it.
Yeah, I mean I'll have them roll. Why didn't it let me roll them second time? Oh, that's why.
You could roll a percentage die, see how many of them die out due to, taking.
we don't
I mean-
have any of those vampires on the ship yet, right?
No. All the vampires are on the Phoenix.
Do we have any blood samples from the vampires?
Probably.
Would they react to a behemoth?
Maybe. Do you want to try it?
I would like to try to use vampire blood as a tracking device to see who the hell the actual behemoth on the ship is.
Oh. I don't. That.
And by that I mean I would like to establish checkpoints using androids because I can only trust robots.
Speaking as a robot and B
And
head of
Mirko.
security, Comrade will help lead that venture
Beautiful.
because I want to crack down on this thing that's on my ship.
It's like
Our
it's
ship.
almost like I'm South America and you're New Zealand, and we're both teaming up to take down Germany, just like World War II.
Damn right.
All right.
Yeah.
Not a reference I was expecting to make, but all right.
Sure. Yeah. If you guys want to like set up checkpoints, use like a medicine roll or administration to like figure out or survive, I guess.
I
Just
can
to,
do
like,
survive.
Establish like, oh, who is part of the behemoth? You can go for that.
Okay, what modifier?
Probably like charisma or intelligence.
So
8.
Okay.
So it sounds like we have two problems we're dealing with right now at the same time, and we'll keep on bouncing back and forth, and I think nothing is getting done in either one. So I'd like to resolve the ground situation if I could
Okay.
right now, because it sounds like the ship situation is going to be a longer term, more complex thing.
Yeah.
If I could be there helping out
on the ground,
with the strike team or something like that, I'll just to like clean them up, faster, because I feel like we can do this without any casualties pretty easily now that it's been freaking nuked.
Yeah.
And so if it's all right, I don't know, I'll help out with like lead.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Nope, that didn't work. But yeah, I don't know. I'm there helping out, whatever that's worth. And we're trying to just because it's. I don't know. At this point, we might outnumber them because we have PDF, we have strike team.
Yeah.
Anyone, like, I'm sure there's volunteers from the civilian population helping
Probably,
out.
Yeah. I mean,
and we're in a fortified. We're in a fortified position as well. I don't know. I just want to get this done.
Yeah. I think with the bombardment, the the individual soldiers shooting at these things, using plasma weapons primarily.
Okay.
Obviously not the civilians, but yeah, I think you can deal with the small behemoths such that it's not going to bother you, at least not on the planet.
Okay.
Mirko, what are you doing?
So once that's dealt with, I would like to go back to the Stellar Bagels.
Okay, yeah. Scott?
Sorry, I was thinking.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I'd probably just mostly be assisting Val.
Okay.
Teleporting Josie where she needs to be.
You're basically just a glorified chauffeur right now.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
do you want to try and just like roll something to figure out where the infiltrator's gonna attack next? Because you can teleport and check, right? You can I think they might be on this system. teleport to it, and then you'd like check this room that's would otherwise.
That's actually a good point. I could just literally be teleporting around the ship,
Mhm.
trying to find any signs of the.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be able to get around the ship the fastest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just be like popping around the ship. Can I roll notice for that?
Yeah.
What would
Roll
my
notice.
modifier be?
I mean, he knows the ship pretty well at this point, and he's got good like fix. He's like the ship's engineer, so I feel like he knows the layout pretty well. Get the schematics memorized.
Constitution, because I'm relentless. Strength, because I pull up metal sheets with my bare hands. Nothing else, because all those suck.
You could also maybe use teleportation wisdom.
Teleportation wisdom?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do that.
Yeah, you got a +3 for teleportation. You're using your teleportation. I think that makes sense.
10?
Okay. Yeah, I'll
Dude,
give
I
you some
still roll a
info.
fucking 1.
Yeah, so you like teleport to where it was, where you know it was, and like you can see the air
Slime.
vents. I mean, it's not like there's slime because it, wants to keep all of its stuff with it. But you can like okay, the air vents go this way, this way, this way. Then like closest room with an air vent is here, and so you teleport there, and you can like teleport into each room in sequence and like check all the rooms. And I think you do know the direction where it's going. I just don't know
Okay.
where that is.
I mean, if it's clearly like giving up subterfuge at this point and just going for maximum amount of damage. So look at the character sheet of the ship and like pick a system that it would try to damage.
Yeah.
Is my suggestion.
I'll be right back.
Can I just set up a constant monitoring system to ping whenever something seems like it's being attacked? That I can just relay the information to Mirko?
Yeah. Mirko,
Yes.
as you like checking the rooms, you can tell it's like not going anywhere residential. It's not going into the kitchen or the barracks or the rec room or the gym. And you're like eliminating places where it might have gone. And like the next place you check is the your office, your workshop.
It's in my workshop.
It's in your workshop, and I'd like you.
Roll initiative.
What's it? What does your kinetic blaster do again?
It's
that just like an
physical,
attack?
and I mean it's physical energy that just shoots off like a wave of energy.
Okay, so it's just an
Non-
attack roll.
Yeah, it was non-lethal.
Okay.
Wow.
What's your AC?
16.
Cool. You get blasted by this thing. How much damage did this thing do? Did we ever decide that?
Well,
Does he
so
not get like a initiative roll or
because
anything?
Not for the surprise round.
I mean, he would get perception against their sneak. Why not?
Eric's just calling. Eric's just going. Nah, he's just getting fucked. Like,
this
we're just
is
fucking him.
The behemoth is ready.
I mean, that's fine. I was planning on doing like 1d6, like.
Look,
But-
is it ready for him to teleport into the room though? Because like
Do I get a reduction to this
If
because I've
vehicles
literally
are
been
near him,
blasting
that's all
myself?
that matters.
Well, I was gonna say, do I get a reduction to this thing because I've literally been blasting myself with it for the past like year? Like the past 6 months, I've literally just been getting like blown away by it. I know exactly how it hits. Like I know all the flaws and not flaws. Like I feel
Make
like I
a
should be able.
physical effect save.
Fuck yeah.
No, it just to fuck you, like fuck you
Yeah,
over
just
some
fuck
more.
you.
This
18.
no,
All right,
no,
yeah.
this thing.
Fuck you. I don't even get knocked over. I'll
So
take
what
damage.
happens is you teleport in, and you hear your kinetic gun go off, and just like rattle around in your office and just like mess up a bunch of stuff on your work benches. You take
Actually makes him more orderly.
More orderly.
Yeah, it couldn't get more chaotic, so it ended up being more orderly. Yeah, but yeah, you take 1 damage from the hit, but this like creature that's probably like the size of like half a torso and an arm, just like gets blasted across the room holding your kinetic gun, and then it like skitters
Splat.
on like some centipede feet that are on the torso over to the psychic computer to hide behind it.
Okay, I'm gonna go fucking kill this thing.
All right, yeah, now we roll initiative.
What? No, I should get an attack. I should just walk over there and stab this thing in the fucking face.
Well, I got a 1, so
All right. Well, I
Your
got
turn.
a 7. Can I? I'm trying to think of like what's in my lab, like realistically.
There is your comms unit where you can call for help.
I don't think I need to call for help. I'm just thinking of like, okay, actually, so fire suppression unit,
yeah.
just like for a lab, would it just be something that like, I guess it flies through space. Never mind. I take that back. Fuck it. I'm just gonna walk up to it and fucking stab it with my fucking sword. Fuck this shit. I don't
Okay.
even care.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my shotgun, not my sword. No modifier. 18. 12 damage.
18.
Are you about to tell me an 18 doesn't hit?
No, 18 hits.
Okay. I've actually just started rolling really well out of nowhere. I don't like this.
You got all your bad rolls out in the beginning. Duh.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
that's fair.
I think yeah, you fucking scorch it with your flaming sword.
Just like like execution style.
Yeah. Like you get close to it and then it like moves around the computer and like jumps up at you and you just
Slice it in half out
slice
of there.
it and burn everything.
Now it comes to everyone and be like, I found the intruder. It's dead.
Did you find out who the intruder was, or was it just the behemoth? Or can it turn into people?
Would I know that?
I don't know how you would.
As far as I'm aware, it's just behemoth. Like, there isn't any, like, human matter or, like, matter in it other than just, like, the blob.
Yeah, I mean it's not a blob. It's like half a torso and an arm.
Oh.
With centipede legs and eyes where its fingers would go and
Oh. I thought you were just saying it was the size of, like, half a torso and an arm.
no, like it's half a torso and an arm.
All right.
With
Well,
like
so-
this, the rib cage is like coming out as the legs. And like there's a mouth where its shoulder is. I mean, it's all scorched and like burnt now, so it's not that anymore. But
So, anyway, Valwood comes in and saying, keep looking, make sure it was the only one, check everywhere.
I bag it. I find the biggest Ziploc bag I have. I scoop it in there with my
I mean, you
sword.
definitely have like trash bags that you can
No,
use.
I needed a Ziploc bag. I have intergalactic space Ziploc bags.
Sure.
Vacuum sealed Ziploc bag.
Vacuums? No, because I don't want it to suck out and whatever.
Well, it's space Ziploc bags. It's vacuum sealed. Come on.
Oh, I guess that's fair. Yeah, you're right.
Okay,
You're
yeah,
right.
so you vacuum seal the behemoth corpse.
Into this big ass Ziploc bag, sling it over my shoulder,
Yeah.
sort of, and just like kind of walk out, and I will continue to teleport from place to place just to double check.
Vehicle, could you please incinerate that real quick? Also,
Well, not. I mean, it's like burnt up, but like,
right? Could you incinerate the rest of it so that not even a cell can regenerate? Thank you very much.
I mean, I got it in my Ziploc bag.
Real cool. Could you please burn that Ziploc bag?
Also, we want to see compare,
Oh man,
make sure
that
it's all
sucks. Could
there.
you please burn the Ziploc bag?
Don't you want to know, like, if there's more of it here?
How would we tell by it being a Ziploc bag?
Because we can see it versus what you saw on the cameras.
What are you talking about, man?
You can just take
We
You-
plug it into the life sensor detector on board ship and see if it recognizes any similar strains.
Yeah.
Yo, Kit's got the best idea. Is that a
But
thing?
we can also, you could just take a picture of it also if you just need to like compare it. Just
You
look
know
at
what,
it.
Gabe? I don't need that bullshit. I'm well aware of that. But sometimes it's great when you can hold it. Really get a feel for it.
All
But
right.
Kit actually brings up a good point.
Can
we
I do
actually
that
just-
very good idea, Kit?
Yeah, what was that idea? I don't.
You just
Put it in like a life sensor?
Yeah, you just train the internal life support or the internal sensors to be able to detect that kind of
DNA.
Yeah, life sensors, because you have the it can detect humans. Now you just
Yeah.
train it to be able to detect behemoth creatures.
Okay.
I also want to try and teach it to learn how to detect ghosts, but that's for later on. Definitely gonna find.
Yeah,
out who
make
that
a
woman
heal
is.
check.
Uh,
I would.
can I
What?
grab? Can I grab Josie to make a heal check? No.
Sure.
Or Victor, do you have heal?
No.
All right, Josie, it is.
Okay. I mean, Josie's, helping with the evacuation.
She doesn't really have anything. I'll just do it. Wisdom, intelligence. Doesn't even
Sure.
matter.
Yeah.
Same difference.
Nice.
Wow.
How did I roll? Oh, because I have minus
Roll
one to
two
heal. I was like, how did I not get a 12?
Yeah. So you roll real well,
I roll real well
and you want it to pick up behemoth DNA.
on ship.
Okay. It doesn't pick up any behemoth DNA because this thing is human.
You're telling me there is no defining feature of this thing versus something else? Like there's no microbacteria, there's no DNA shift at all for it to literally be like living, breathing. Like there's got to be something in it.
I mean, it's got lungs or a lung and like.
Yeah, well, the lungs
Oh.
don't work on just one lung. Let's be real.
That's not true. You can
You
work
can't-
on one lung.
Not for very long.
I mean, it's hard, but
Scott,
lung
there are
surgery.
people who are alive today who have one lung.
And then they have like something else there helping it. It's not just like they only have one lung. It's like
What
the
are
people who have
you talking about?
pacemakers in their heart.
Right? No, Scott. Before that technology came into being, there were people who had one lung walking around.
I don't think that's true. That you
Yeah.
definitely do die. Like you can't just not have
Yeah, you
two
can
lungs.
just have one lung.
Yes, you
Also,
can't
this
just have
thing
one lung.
has a lot less body mass than a normal human. Like it's a torso and an arm and like some other organs. But like according to the life scanner, this thing is human.
There's nothing about it. You said the bones were the legs.
Yeah, it's got like you know,
Muscle? Like it repurposes the muscle?
yeah, it's got like fingers.
So it's
On it.
psychic.
What?
So it's gotta be psychic.
Why? It's got
It's
like
not-
fingers for like little legs.
Like if there isn't my point is like if there isn't there's gotta be some sort of force behind the body other than like just the human system, because the human system is like supposed to work in a very specific way with specific things.
Yeah, so like all its genetic
Except-
code
Can I
is
say?
human.
Yeah. What's up, Kit?
Except for cancer, which is literally human cells that have just gone off the deep end, and that's how it's very hard to identify to begin with because it is just human DNA.
But there's still but there is still a way to identify it. It's not like it's
Right,
like
but this thing is basically space cancer on a gigantic scale. So
is it though?
Can
Yeah.
our life support systems
like,
pick up
They're very
cancer?
well. Maybe, yeah, probably.
I was gonna say in this day and age you should be able to.
So
Yeah.
how about we just look for cancer?
Well, because it's not
Because
cancer.
that's a metaphor.
I hold the
So,
vampire
Mirko,
blood next to the thing. Does it
yeah,
react?
Mirko.
If the vampire blood vial is next to it, how does it react to the behemoth corpse?
well,
It doesn't.
I'm still on this though. Like I
So, Mirko, you are, not a trained medical technician, right?
no.
Okay. So, you definitely know you use this system correctly. There's probably something different about this body other than it having eyes where its fingers should be and fingers coming out of its ribs. That makes it not human and would be detectable. But you don't know how to detect that.
So basically, the roll that he rolled was not good enough, even though it's above 10.
Yeah, wait.
So, like, you rolled really well.
yeah.
And, like, even if Dr. Burns helps you, like, this would take months of study to find out how to, like, track this thing
Well,
and, like,
okay.
detect it.
Okay, so a clock.
Yeah.
Does his roll give him a tick on the clock then?
I mean,
There's just a lot of shit that doesn't add up for that. Like at this day and age, there should be like a basic understanding of DNA, and DNA definitely kind of has.
Yeah.
Like it would be rewritten to grow eyes and stuff. Like you don't just grow eyes. Like there had to be something that did that.
right. Like, this is... I don't know enough about DNA to tell you what is different, but it's human DNA, 100%.
That's not possible.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you that right now. That's actually not possible. With basic, like, high school level knowledge of DNA, you cannot do that. Because the way DNA works...
About Scott.
What?
I mean,
it's flexible because there
Yeah.
are times when cells can be stimulated to be processed into different settings, basically. Like cells normally have specific triggers for like eyes during development, and it is possible to mess with those as
So-
a biology major.
Yeah. So
Well-
whatever. All right, guys. Setting that stuff aside, he rolled an 11. I feel like he should get more than what you're giving him. That's the thing I'm stuck on.
I don't know what else to give. What do you want, Scott?
Thank you. I would like. Oh fuck! Like at least the ability to like detect if this specific body was like on board still. Like, could I do that?
So, like,
Even if-
track this specific human.
Yeah. Not necessarily the behemoth.
Like who they were?
Yeah. Because if there's more parts of the body on ship, that could at least help us out.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think you could do that. Plug in the DNA to the life sensor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that show up with anything?
Yeah. It pings, registers one of your crewmen.
Which one?
Yeah, wait, whoa.
I don't know, Ensign something or other.
Well, I go shoot that guy in the face immediately.
I was gonna say, yeah, we
How many of him are on board?
Just one.
Is he in many spaces at once?
No.
Sorry, which crew member did you say a name?
And I said Ensign something or other.
It's just some dude. It's no one specific.
I'd like to call Ensign Dudesman into our office for a private.
Am I there by now?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we'll call them up
Because we can maybe interview literally the behemoth.
Yeah. What could go wrong? Let's do it.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up a name. Not Pythagoras.
Also,
No,
can we just
yeah, Pythagoras. Path for short.
can we see if the vampire blood reacts with him?
It doesn't. So set the scene. You've called in Ensign Path.
Ensign Psychopath.
I rubbed some blood on him.
I mean, like, where did you ask Ensign Path to meet you?
My personal
And
quarters.
who are they meeting? Who do they think they're meeting, and who are they actually meeting?
What part?
Oh, medbay, right? Because then we can run this tests if we need to, right? We've already shot up the medbay once, so like it's not gonna show up on the decor.
Right.
And then we can have, like, I don't know, we can have just the team be there. I mean, I figured since comrades have security.
That road drone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but like, yeah, we have comrade. I could be there. Anyone who wants to be can be there. I figure. Like.
Okay. So you four and Dr. Burns,
Yeah.
or no doctor?
No, doctor to like verify that they're human, or to study them if we kill them, whatever happens.
Right. Yeah, so Dr. Burns calls in Ensign Path to the med bay, and doors open. They walk in.
Do I sense any psychic?
You don't. No psionics coming off Ensign Path. They look around. Like,
I hold up my giant Ziploc bag. I'm like, you know this body?
they look at you. Like, what?
I said, do you know this body, boy? And I slap him with it.
Yeah, he takes it and then looks at Val. It's like, what's going on? Like, I'm gonna go. Is he allowed to do this?
Technically, no.
I'm gonna block the exit to the room. I'm just gonna stand in front of the exit.
Yeah, so he's like backing up and then like, backs
Yeah.
up into Comrade. Comrade, you know, have crew files in your head. Ensign Path is a lot shorter than normal.
What has happened to your body mass, Ensign?
He looks up and behind at you. What do you mean?
I'm gonna take a hand and just put it on top of his head, like palming his head,
Yeah.
and just go. Ensign Pythagoras is 5'10", or however big that is in metric. You are 5 foot out. Like, how many inches is he missing?
Probably like 6.
You are
Holy
5'4".
shit.
And I'm gonna tighten my fingers a little bit around his head. What has happened?
Ensign Pythagoras looks.
Can I make a talk roll?
Yeah, you can make a talk roll.
Wait, what are you trying to get out with this talk roll? I feel like this is just like we just found it. Like, we kill it.
Intimidation? I don't know.
Go for it.
What can I use for that? Charisma, strength.
Strength.
If you want to use strength, you can use strength.
Wow.
Alrighty then.
So Ensign Pythagoras looks at the rest of you, and then spontaneously grows extra eyes, like splits their head open.
I shoot. All right.
We all just attack.
Can I make a punch roll and like try and squeeze the head?
Yeah.
Not that they necessarily have a brain in the skull, but you know.
Oh wait, that was a check, wasn't it?
I mean, doesn't that work?
Yeah. Normally you have like under your weapons, you have like fist.
I don't have this. I'm mostly a ranged attack.
Yeah. I know that. I'm not sure how that works.
Do we want to roll initiative or
Yeah,
Can we just kill him?
we try? But
I mean, Vincent already shot. Like I don't know how we're doing this. There's not a surprise around here because we all know what's happening.
yeah,
So
There's no tokens for us, just so you know. I got a 6. I attack.
okay.
all right. So yeah, everyone should be rolling shit. Okay, cool.
Damn. Why you got +2?
Vic Nent.
Whatever.
Whatever.
I have a +2 because my dex.
I realize that now. Eric, I think I'm gonna take a base point next time I level up, so I have 1 intelligence.
Okay.
Wow, you rolled so well, Eric. Congrats.
Thanks.
Are we rolling initiative?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, you're firing all these guns, but you can't do that until it's actually in your initiative.
What? Why are you rolling? Oh,
You roll.
Mirko, what did you
he
get?
rolled.
Oh, Mirko got
I got a 6.
every goddamn time.
That's all right.
right,
Okay.
yeah, so Ensign Path has revealed himself to be an infiltrator, a behemoth.
Sure.
Go for it.
Okay.
Val, kill him. One shot.
Possibly.
How's that? 18 hit?
That hits, yeah.
All right.
Takes 10 damage
Yep.
Pop right in the brain.
out of. Alright, cool. Then the behemoth. Then, Let me just unedit.
And if I can shout to Dr. Burns to get the hell out of the way.
Yeah.
I feel like Dr.
Dr.
Burns was kind of
Burns
just like
knows the
sitting.
deal now.
Yeah.
Stand in the back. Don't get
Uh-huh.
near the patient.
Don't stand in between teammates because apparently we shoot each other.
Yeah. So Path splits. So like, Comrade crushes the skull, and out of between your fingers comes the biomass and like two eyes, like two half heads, like come out from your fingers. Two eyes look at you. Two eyes look out at everyone else on eye stalks, and then kind of just like splits down the middle. One of them tries to wrap around Comrade and will attack. I'm guessing a 9 does not hit. And then
9.
right.
You're not supposed to like the Russians. I meant the
Those
Germans.
are the Germans.
Oof. Big oop right there. Sorry.
And then the other will attack Vincent.
21, I think.
21, I think, hits. And it goes into a half squat because it's only half a body, and then like teeth are where like the middle is. And then like they jump at you and like wrap and like probably like get your arm and like wrap around part of your arm. And then Mirko, it is your turn.
Can somebody cut off my arm?
What?
I shot
There we
it.
go.
Once it bites my arm, I want someone to cut my arm off.
Okay. So Mirko, you go
Wait,
to
does it-
swing.
Has an
Someone who
AC of
isn't
15
Val,
or
but
less.
Someone who is not Valentine, cut my arm off. Like,
Yeah, it does have an AC of 15 or less.
Takes 4 damage.
Oh, nice. That's 14 total.
Please tell me I kill it on a miss. This would be great.
No, you don't.
Okay. That would just be hilarious. He swings his sword and the pure heat of his sword just melts him.
So yeah, the heat like scorches the one that's wrapped around Comrade. And then Comrade, it is your turn.
I am going to step back. And am I like grappled or anything?
I mean, I don't think there are mechanics for grapple, but like, yes, like it's on you, but you can easily take it off.
Well, fine. If it's on me, then it can't go anywhere. I'm just gonna unlimber my thermal pistol, press it up against the body, and pull the trigger.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, so you
Wow.
go to do that, and then Pat's arm grabs yours and like pulls away before you can pull the trigger, and then you just like blast the floor.
Oh, 1. That is just disappointing.
Yeah. Vincent, it is your turn.
do my drones go on my turn as well?
Yeah, they do.
Considering I yelled out, cut off my arm, I'd like mild melancholy to laser rifle my arm off.
Okay. Mild melancholy will do that. Like, you don't put up a fight. Mild melancholy knows exactly what to
Wait,
do.
I don't put up a fight, so what? What would I roll then?
You don't have to roll anything. You could just take the damage and lose an arm.
I take it. 8 damage, lose an
Cool.
arm.
Take 8 damage, lose an arm. Fun.
Now the other ones will attack.
Yeah.
Do they add anything to the modifier?
I think it's already included.
It's just +1?
Don't they have a +2?
No, it's +1 for the mag rifles.
Oh yeah, because energy weapons get an extra +1. They have a
Okay.
+1.
Wait, also that integrated laser rifle has burst fire.
Yeah, laser rifles have burst fire.
Pow pow.
Yikes.
Those don't hit. Yeah, 2 mag rifles go off. Path is able to squiggle out of the way.
And I shoot my thermal pistol with my one arm.
Yeah, you shoot your thermal pistol at your arm, which is, currently being eaten by Path. But it like dodges out of the way. Val.
Wow, Vincent is so lucky that I leveled up a couple sessions ago.
Why?
Because I now can restore missing limbs.
I'm good.
I can just give you your arm
That's
back.
All right, Val, what do you do?
So is it focusing on someone in particular, or is it just kind of attacking whoever's nearby?
It's attacking whoever's nearby.
So, like, is there any way I could taunt it to attack me?
Probably, yeah.
So I mean, if I get to use my movement, I'd like to stand between it and whoever it's attacking, kind of sort of situation, and fire it right in its face, kind of thing.
Okay, cool.
If that works, that sounds like a taunt.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's do it.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, so you fire at...
You rolled a 2? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that's how I do now. I have a +8 to attack bonus, guys. That's just the attack bonus. I have other bonuses as well.
Yeah, so you shoot at the one that is on the floor, writhing around. It starts to eat Vincent's arm, and then you just obliterate it, leaving just what is on Comrade. And Comrade, it is going to try and meld into your stuff.
That was very scientific, Eric.
I'd like to see it try. No
Chassis.
18.
Is an 18 hit? All right.
Damn. What's Comrade's AC?
19.
Oh.
Yeah. So the teeth that it is growing on the inner split is just grinding against your chassis, but it's not making any sort of dent. Mirko.
That's me.
What do you do?
Well, I mean,
Slice it with a sword?
Yeah, I'm gonna slice it with a sword.
Thanks, Vincent.
I can do both of those, right? I can do that as a bonus action.
Can you?
It doesn't actually say.
I think it's an action.
It literally actually doesn't say.
All right, let me look it up. Start with sword slicing.
Well, I mean, I don't want to slice my sword if I can't, because I have to do it within 2 rounds.
Oh, really?
I'm fine.
You just get your arm back.
I intend to do that regardless. Do not worry your precious little head.
He's gonna get out.
Cybernetic arm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's stabilize.
But it also regrow missing limbs, organs.
Right, that's one sentence. Then it says it can even be used to stabilize targets that have been dropped by heavy weapons, decapitation, or otherwise dramatically dismembered.
I was counting it as the dramatically dismembered. That's the only reason
Right.
why I was saying that.
But it can just be used to regrow limbs.
Okay.
You don't have to do that immediately.
Cool. All right.
Yeah. What I would say, it's basically just the same as your regular heal. But it allows you to heal people who, don't have a head or have been hit by orbital bombardment.
Yeah, orbital bombardment.
Listen, if you get hit by a tungsten rod, you're dead.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Normal healing magic isn't gonna help. You need major organ restoration. Or more healing. Get it?
Yes.
MOR. I'm funny.
Anyway, I'm gonna slice this motherfucker. Fucking Vincent's arm.
Yeah, because that can be regrown whenever.
God. Alright, it takes 4 damage.
It dies.
Oh my god! Yes! I love it!
Something really cool, too.
I just miss my sword, slam it into the ground, and scream, "Be gone, thought!"
Oh, sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah. Wait, is that to me?
Yeah. Because you got, the major organ restoration. I wanted to know, I remember talking about that.
Yes.
We never said if you had done that. Okay, cool.
I'd like to think I did at least.
Yeah. What we're talking about is him healing Grishma and Toddy because they're on that low gravity planet, so they can't go on normal planets without help. And we were thinking you can fix them.
Fix them.
And we will retcon it because it took so long, 6 months, as it was it had to be done, in stages.
Slowly.
Yeah, slowly.
So it didn't just destroy their body.
Yeah. Cool. So you have defeated my Pythagorean puzzle.
Theorem.
Yeah, Pythagorean.
And it only took someone missing their sword to kill the beast.
Yep.
All
I
right.
was going to take a grenade and literally punch it inside of it and let
Please
it
don't.
No,
Kit, we've learned what you do with grenades. You need to not.
Is intervention?
Yes. This is your intervention.
I would really like to check the logs to see when that man first entered the ship. When his DNA signature first shows up.
Well, he's a crew member, so a long time ago.
Right.
The last time
check that.
he was assigned to the ship. The last time you docked with the Phoenix, whenever that was.
I assume that that he's checking these logs while Dr. Burns is treating him, right? Let's get to the he stops bleeding part first, right?
Yeah. I don't imagine this is happening immediately.
All right. Well,
I
I
don't
give him a
Though,
good
now that I
slap
think
on the
about
back.
it,
do this.
the behemoth is getting closer.
I can literally do this while I'm being operated on if I do cyber.
yeah.
I can wait. I can also literally just slap him on the back and heal him.
I don't. It's fine. Mirko, relax.
What? I don't know why you're getting so up in arms about this. Like,
Ha ha ha.
what?
Did you not realize you just did that, Scott?
Oh. All right. Well, that was not intentional. Anyway, I slap him in the face as he's like fighting against me. He's like, "Don't heal me," and I just like slap him and heal him. His arm just
Are you gonna heal me
explodes.
I'm gonna try to kick him off like Mirko. I need for you to respect my autonomy as a human being. Like, I need
You
for
can cut
to
it back
not-
off. Like,
Don't. I'm asking you to respect my consent.
he took damage though,
Wow,
right?
that's a first. Mister, I'm going to
You-
program you to want to eat stuff that you can't eat because you're a robot.
Mister, you're a toaster, and I don't give a shit. I stopped doing that because you asked me not to.
Vincent has developed very much since the beginning.
All right.
So you don't want your arm back?
No, I'll get a robot one. It's fine, God.
Fine. So I slap him and I heal him, so it's now just a stub.
That'll make it easier. Thank you. You see how compromise works, man?
That's not compromise. It's you just being stubborn.
I want a robot.
Or,
arm.
like,
This is gonna happen
stubborn.
eventually anyway.
Oh my god, please. God.
I'm not taking anything away. In fact, it's just less work for you, isn't it? Like, I don't understand why this is an issue for you. I'm not.
Well, I'm trying to
Okay.
also heal you. He
So-
took hit point.
Mirko, can you, now that you healed them, do you mind continue to your check of the ship? Make sure there's absolutely nothing left.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm doing that thing where I teleport so fast that it looks like I'm everywhere at once.
Okay.
I'm just like
Omnipresent Mirko.
I don't actually have that ability yet, but I'm definitely teleporting around a lot.
Yeah.
Comrade, if you could get your security team to keep on going.
Yeah, they're keeping on.
Yeah. And
Can we check the height of all the crew?
yeah, I mean that's part of it. You go ahead and do that. And if we can get records from the city of like the height of the people we're taking on as refugees, and then compare that to their actual height,
You know who'd be really good at doing that?
someone who's missing an arm.
A certain someone. There you go.
Eric.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk to Muhammad in private.
What?
Mohammed?
Yeah.
What?
He's talking about
Mohan?
Mohan.
Mohan, sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
What could you possibly want from fucking useless Mohan?
Yeah. Set the scene.
I invite him to my quarters.
With one
privately.
arm.
I make sure I have all my dampeners on so no one can spot.
I teleport into his quarters. Also just checking. Not even like I'm actually doing this. I just jump in, look around, keep jumping.
Okay. Yeah.
Just
Mohan
forget.
eventually gets there. So, what do you want to talk about?
Oh, Mohan's excited. I
So-
don't like this.
If you haven't noticed, I am sans and armed. Correct.
Yes, I did. I didn't want to say anything because I thought it might be rude.
That is very polite of you. I appreciate that. The man for whom was being used as the gods of the behemoth,
Yeah.
it worries me. You're from the Phoenix, yes?
Mm-hmm.
One of a few things happened in order for this to have taken place. Either this man has been a behemoth the entire time and was a behemoth on the Phoenix, which means there may be behemoths on a population world-class vessel, or this happened sometime during our battles with it, or even more recently. Regardless of those two very dangerous ideas, it means that this behemoth shit is infectious. Not just that it absorbs things, it can enter things. So, hence my arm not being here.
Right.
Wait, isn't it also possible that it just climbed on the ship from the refugee stuff? And
That's fine. You're not here.
No, this is a legitimate question. Not out of character.
I did pose that. Like, either it was recent or it was since the Phoenix, but regardless, it means that it's infectious. It's not just absorbent. It can be an additive. It can enter individuals. The scariest part potentially being that they might not know that they are behemoths if the behemoth is keeping their brain intact.
Well, what's his
We have
face already said that to us.
Incredibly dangerous situation on our hands, Muhammad. You feel me?
Yeah.
Fantastic. We need to make sure that neither of us are the behemoth in this room right now.
Well,
And
is
I
this
hand
where we
him-
find out?
and I hand him,
Is a behemoth this whole time?
I hand him a laser scalpel
Okay.
and tell him to cut his finger off.
Make a talk roll.
This is some real Yakuza shit right here.
Also, why does he have to cut his finger off? I feel like that's like
This,
a little extra.
To see
Yeah.
if it transforms into a behemoth piece.
I don't know if that's how that works.
Did the bodies do that when they?
Oh my god, it's also
damage?
just Mohan. This is a prank. Relax.
This is a prank.
I know.
I hate all of this. Also, he got an 11. I don't like that.
Yeah, so he looks at his hand. He looks at the scalpel. And he like looks around for the sink. And then he goes over to the sink and just like hesitates a lot, and then he
Just
cuts
before
off
he cuts
his
his
finger.
before he cuts his finger off, I want to stop him because it's funny. But
That's
it actually
fucked up.
doesn't-
Okay, how do you stop him? You just like, oh no.
I think I throw a shoe at his head.
What?
Is
Yes,
like
we-
Toddy filming this in the background, going like, "Pranks gone wild."
No, Toddy's not in this room. Most definitely, he's being watched by his aunt right now.
Yeah, so he goes to cut it, and then a shoe hits him in the head. And he looks at you and is like, what?
Yeah, I don't think the behemoth would even allow you to get this far. So, I think we're good.
And you're just like, oh, thank God.
So now we know Vincent is a fucking cult leader.
So,
Or could be.
Listen,
We
Vincent
have
in
to-
the past would have let him cut his finger off. These are baby steps.
we have to tell everyone, right?
Well, here's the
The
question. By
Phoenix
telling
is
everyone, do we
compromised.
tell the behemoth? The Phoenix might be compromised. And we don't know at what level. The Phoenix can be known that this is a potential threat. But ultimately, we also have to give them, if we let them know, we have to let them know that they have to do research, and we have to send them scans of the DNA we've collected to see if they can find an isolating factor that can identify behemoths on their own.
Right.
But even then, we're going to have to either hit and target people with this information for whom we know could not possibly be a behemoth, or disperse the information so widely that everyone is on edge. The issue with that second option is that you create chaos and mistrust. And chaos and mistrust is as dangerous as any behemoth aboard a vessel that people need to cooperate on.
Right.
What do you think we should do, Momo?
At the
You're more
very
of a
least,
people person than I am. I wanted the common man's opinion.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm common. I'm, a ranking member of the shogunate.
That's not what I mean. I mean, like, you have feelings and things like that.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, I think we should at least tell the shogun.
Is the word empathy not in Vincent's vocabulary?
It is. It's just not a particularly. I don't know. It
Right.
feels like a 4-letter word. You know what I mean?
Okay, got it. All right.
He's like, we should tell the higher ups at the very least.
Very well. I will allow you to do that, as I believe you would have more credibility than I in this circumstance. I will let my crew know my thoughts on this subject, and we will figure this thing out on this end.
All right.
And I think I tell everybody my suspicions.
Okay. Before he leaves, like he goes to leave and then like stops and turns around and like pokes his head back in. Like, thanks for trusting me.
I hate to say this, but unfortunately, I'm kind of modeling my redemption arc around your behavior. So it's
And he, like smiles. He's like, cool.
don't smile. Leave. Just leave, please.
All right. And he's just like leaves. Cool. What are the rest of y'all doing?
So, I mean, does time go by and we're like, can we confidently say that there are no more intruders, given all
Yeah.
that we've learned about this thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you can confidently say that there aren't any more intruders. The behemoth has been dealt with on Uruk. Now all you have to do is, save the planet from the oncoming capital ship-sized thing.
Other behemoths. All right. Yeah, I would definitely be talking with people, trying to figure out how it got, on the ship. Coordinating with Conrad and Vincent on that one for sure.
Okay.
I don't know, like, Kid, how is Conrad responding to the situation? Because he's head of ship security, so like.
Yeah, well, doesn't exactly experience anxiety, but more just like heightened alert.
Yeah.
Basically trying to constantly check in with every security team to make sure that everything's going relatively smoothly, trying to implement the new biomass kind of sensors, so to speak, making sure I'm like taking like heights, weights at every new person coming in. So
Okay.
and I'm going to be trying to institute like a weekly or like a bi-weekly physical examination where you have to get height and weight tested again.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Cool.
Since it's already happened, the next thing to do is to make sure that it doesn't happen again, or at least try and catch it before it gets too bad.
Okay. Yeah, so now it's just a matter of narrowing down, figuring out when it got on board.
Yeah.
Because we know when the crew member got on board, but we don't know if they were already behemoth or not, or if they got on board more recently. Is there something we can roll for that?
I don't know what that would be, but if you convince me, then yeah.
How
about a notice? Can I roll a notice? Like try and scan back through the footage and try and see if I can see.
Well, I was thinking maybe Vincent could do like going through and like literally go through the footage and try and determine that person's height every time they're in front of a security camera by triangulating different things, knowing that we know about the schematics of a given hallway they're walking through, and like that stuff.
Yeah, you could do that.
I got 12.
Okay.
Their height is consistent up until yesterday, where they got taller. And then like you know who to look for now, so it's easy to like see when they split off from themselves. Like you can watch the horrifying, the body horror scene.
So they got taller and then they got shorter.
Yeah, yesterday they got taller and then they split off part of their torso in like a bathroom or their quarters, I guess. I mean, they're probably living with like a couple other people. So yeah, the bathroom. They like took off part of their body and then like regrew their, torso and arm and like got shorter.
Okay. If they got taller, does that mean like, are we to take from that that's when the person got replaced, like the real human got replaced by?
No, they were eating more.
Oh, okay.
They're like eating a lot of like high protein diet.
Okay, so does that mean we can cross off the list of like it didn't get on the ship from the planet?
Yeah, it didn't get on the ship from Uruk.
Okay, so then all right then.
I want to go.
He
back
started
to
getting taller before you got there. Sorry, I was talking over you. What were you saying?
I would like to go back into the footage from earlier and see if when he first arrived at the Phoenix, if there was anything suspicious.
Yeah, so you can take like, you've been looking from when they first get there onward. They acted completely normal up until yesterday. And they started eating a lot more.
So that at any given point, this could have just been a trigger, or he was fine until yesterday.
Okay, so that's something to add to the security checks then, comrade. Is measuring how much people eat. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Assuming it doesn't correspond to like a birthday.
give them their birthdays.
Well, could we somehow program the food dispensers to only give out a specific amount and not deviate from that?
I don't know that it's more like we have a mess, right? We have like a mess hall. It's not like we don't have replicators here, do we?
No.
Like in Star Trek?
Okay,
you don't have replicators. You could limit people's like food intake to like, you could, get a dietitian and just have someone decide how much everyone eats.
That's probably a bad idea. That's a pretty good way to get people annoyed at us.
Yeah.
I mean, it is the communist thing to do, though.
No, not exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Communist is more like making sure everyone gets enough.
Yeah. We can just keep track of it. That's all.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you
and
can definitely keep track of it. That's easy.
And if it goes beyond a certain point, it pings us, lets us know, hey, watch out. This person, it's not their birthday until next week. And then we know.
This is some real Big Brother shit.
Yeah, it's a military spaceship. It's not exactly Big Brother stuff. We're not going,
Oh, I'm saying I'm fine with it. I'm just awesome.
Yeah. All right then. So that's done. All right. So I guess unless anyone has anything else, we've got a big ass behemoth spaceship to fight.
I've got nothing in mind.
Do we have flamethrowers in the ship? Or can those be easily constructed?
Yeah, probably.
We can now.
I'd like to equip every drone with a flamethrower
Sure.
I don't know that there's stats for flamethrower though.
I remember I used something for Dad.
But that was first edition, wasn't it?
I think I just used shotgun, but made it an energy weapon.
Well, we could also just say like they have their normal, the drones have their normal weapons, and then they also have a flamethrower which doesn't deal like damage to living things, but will clean up the corpses if you wanted to just burn the bodies.
That could be.
Yeah,
good.
that's my main goal, is to make sure that there's not
So
a
they
single cell.
Right. So just so to be clear though, they wouldn't be using it in combat to kill them.
No,
They would,
it'd be using it as like a post cleanup situation.
Oh yeah, sure.
Or maybe for like very small things that would char things.
Sure.
Yeah.
Also, I rolled a 15 for that medicine food thing before we had described that wouldn't work out that way regardless. Can I instead please use that 15 for programming to check on my sister? To do the same thing I did to that agent, but since my sister's come aboard, to make sure that she hasn't changed, and then also that Toddy hasn't changed.
Okay, yeah. They seem perfectly normal.
I know this seems like a lot to put on one quote unquote person, but I would technically be one of the best anti-behemoth task force leaders because you know that I can never be infected.
I give combat a flamethrower.
Okay.
He's not
And
gonna say
like
no to a
and a little sheriff's badge.
And a little what?
Sheriff's badge.
He's gonna adopt a new accent.
I'm sorry, I literally cannot hear what.
A sheriff's badge.
Well, howdy, partner. How is it going?
It is awful, Rush Nixon. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm trying to do a Russian Southern accent. It's hard.
You might as well just go for Ukrainian. It's basically the same thing.
Okay.
For all the 0 Ukrainians that are out there, I'm sorry for calling you basically the south of Russia, but you know it's true.
Yeah, Ukraine doesn't exist. There's 0 of you.
It's just the Baltic Sea.
Moving on.
Slavic geopolitics aside.
Right. I know for a fact no one in that area of the world will watch this show.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
Or any of the rest of the world anyway.
Why do you think
we're gonna
that?
get big one day?
It's gonna happen.
Wait, so do we shoot the
No,
ship?
it's not.
Yes, it will. Eric, you can't think like that.
Nah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish this and then I'm gonna write a book.
That's dope. Do it. Listen. Do we
Yeah.
shoot the behemoth now?
You can shoot the behemoth if you want.
I say, fuck yeah, let's shoot the behemoth.
Cool. I'm pulling up rules for Star Combat. I hope you do the same.
Yeah, what page is that on?
Page 114. But like the actual stuff that you probably want to be looking at is 117. Ship combat actions.
Right. Got it.
I probably should have reread this.
Yeah. Well, I
Oh, well.
got it. It's fine. Okay, so I mean, is there anything you want us to do to set up the scene?
I mean, my big question is, do you put the refugees back down or not? Because that will change things in the future, potentially.
I mean, we want the space thing to come after us and not the planet, right? That was the whole reason why we said, hey, we're taking the psychics.
Yeah.
So might as well just keep them, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Anyone have any objections to that?
Nope.
Let's keep them away from the critical systems
Obviously, that's
and
yeah.
and as far away into the middle of the hole as possible.
And actually, let's keep all the psychics in a place where we can defend with the strike team and with your security team, because they're going to be going. If we have any boarders, anyone board the ship, we want to keep the psychics defended. Yeah. All right. So, where do we want to say that is, just so we have that ahead of time? This, is it the mess hall? Is it the cargo bay?
Let's go mess hall.
Okay. So we have the psychics. All the psychics aboard the ship except for Josie, Mirko. Who else do we have on board that's psychic?
Rishma.
The fire guy.
Ignis.
My boy.
Totally forgot that he existed.
Who's Ignis?
He's my lab technician.
He's the pyromancer.
He's the pyromancer psychic that helps me in the lab.
Pyrokineticist.
He's the fire avatar.
Okay. So actually, if anything, let's have him go to the mess hall. Because
and he shoots flames. He's just like, yeah,
I don't need the behemoth to shoot flames. Thank you. So let's keep him safe in the mess hall.
But you need the behemoth to teleport? I see how it is. You guys just don't care about me.
You are in charge of the engineering team.
I know.
So you gotta not be there.
This whole ship only has 5 goddamn pilots.
What? Are you?
I'm looking at the crew makeup.
Well, how many do you really need?
Like 10?
You have 1 on each shift. There you go.
Anyway, yeah, we just defend the mess hall with drones, with the strike team. We still have security teams elsewhere for other reasons.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll have, the other non-psychics be elsewhere, they could be in the cargo bay or whatever. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Yeah, so as we approach this thing, what do we see? I mean, what does it look like, seeing this thing with our naked eyes as opposed to all the sensors?
Yeah, so it gets closer. It looks kind of like a teardrop.
Oh, the Shag Nasty ship?
Kind of? It's not the Shag Nasty ship, but it's big in the front and tapers out in the back. Maybe kind of like a minnow, I guess.
Kind of like a
yeah, there's a bulbous front, and then there's a bunch that's trailing off.
Right. So the Praetorian Scourge in Stellaris.
It's like a squid.
Sure.
Or a jellyfish, but not see-through and in space.
Right.
And not going like that.
Ooh, okay.
Or just moving forward.
All right.
It's got some, I don't know exactly what's powering it and allowing it to travel through space, but something is
Oh,
It's
I
got some
should've
sort
watched
of
it.
propulsion.
Should have watched that
system.
video. All right. Anyway, well, I'll get back to that.
You mean, Eric, we don't know what is
Right.
propulsion is.
You don't know what's propelling it, but something is propelling it.
I mean, if it's in the system, it could just be using like solar wind right now.
Oh yeah, it also might just be like coming in the same way a comet might.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it probably has a faster solution for interstellar travel, but for in-system travel, it can probably just rely on something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, that's why it's so slow.
Mhm.
It's using its sublight engines.
Wait, so this thing is actually a ship?
Yeah, it's a like bio ship.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like the Tyranids, or
I'd like to think that the tentacles
Do we have an energy
do
shield?
swim. Do we have an energy shield?
For the
Yes.
ship? No.
No, we don't.
Yes.
no,
I don't
this
think
is
so.
no, this is not Star Trek. There isn't rules in the
What's
book
on
for
max
shields.
range?
Max range.
Okay.
Max
If
range
on the
if
is
this is a bio ship, it might just straight up fire intruders at us.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna get ready in my spacesuit and space sword to teleport onto the outside of the ship with my magnet boots to magnetize to the ship.
yeah.
In a previous episode, I do believe I have established that there's an automatic turret in my room.
There's an automatic what?
Turret.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that like pops down and just shoots whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna program it to shoot at whoever is in me, Toddy, my sister,
Mirko.
or Mohan and his son.
What about me? I teleport into your room all the time
And Mirko.
to give him sweet kisses in the middle of the night.
Is this canon? Is this canon?
That's not
Yes.
canon.
What?
That's weird.
I just tuck him into bed when he falls asleep at his computer.
If it's canon,
That's fine.
then I think doing that is making Vincent slowly believe in ghosts.
Well,
It's
good
funny
thing they're
'cause-
real.
Yeah.
But only I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mirko, my sister, Toddy, Mohan's son. And I want Mohan's son before. Can I have also checked on Mohan's son to make sure he's not a behemoth?
Yeah. Mohan's son is not a behemoth.
Wait,
I
so
want
we
to
do
make-
have a way of checking?
Sort
Yeah.
of. Not really.
Yeah. It would
I do-
alert us of something, of them, attempting to attack, but it doesn't tell us right there in the
If
moment.
they are. Got it.
Yeah, like if they're eating
I'd
a
like-
lot and then, sloughing off part of their body, you'll know. But
If they're
Otherwise
just
you
staying incognito, then we have no way of knowing.
I'm going to give my sister an energy pistol.
okay.
The other thermal pistol I bought is for her.
Question?
Answer.
If that's the case, does that mean the behemoth can't eat without growing?
Mm.
I mean, they could eat to maintain their
I was gonna say, does it
Correct,
though?
but-
Where does it actually produce waste? Eric, these are questions I need to know. I need
Are
to
you
know if
watching the
behemoth
bathroom
poops.
footage?
No, because
Well,
then
it
you can
matters-
see who doesn't eat.
Yeah, that's why it matters.
Yeah, this guy was eating all throughout his time here.
But he grew.
At the end, yeah.
Because he ate way more.
But do we know he wasn't just behemoth did at the end? We don't.
You don't.
From now on, we require every single crew member to wear the camera on their chest to know what they're doing at all times.
I wouldn't go that
I'm not
far,
doing
but
that.
and I am going to become a beholder, and I'm going to watch every camera at all times.
Okay, that I believe.
You could do
Can
that. You could
Vincent-
grow more eyes.
You'll just call yourself Argus at that point.
Can
Well,
Vincent
the
do that?
important part, as I've been reading about shit like that, is that it's not about how much they can see, it's about their ability to intake that much knowledge and not go insane.
Right, and as Miracle is kind of dumb.
Mirko is of average intelligence, thank you very much.
Kind of dumb.
So kind of
Yeah.
I have the compad
I'm
in
still
my
stronger
head.
than everyone.
Can I actually rotate through the images
What do you
in my
mean?
own mind? Can I be a beholder because of the tech integration?
I mean, you can only look at as many, like as much will fit in your eyes.
Okay. Wait, Nico, how strong are you physically?
Wow, actually, you're as strong as I am. Well, not really.
Yeah, I'm pretty strong.
You have the same modifier as me.
Yeah,
I have a higher base.
yeah, but I have a higher modifier. Same
Wait,
modifier.
I actually did not know that. That's actually pretty funny.
Now, wait a minute. On the other hand, could I become the beholder since I am not limited by your feeble human brains?
Yeah, you've done something like
Can the
that
head of
before.
security?
Wait, is Dad still a part of our ship?
No.
No.
Dad's long
Yeah,
gone.
he left with Flinthawk.
Oh, okay.
Him and Farah.
But we still got Josie. Sticking by our sides.
Yep. Oops.
Well, more sticking by your side, but
I voted an 8 to help Combat integrate himself into the Beholder program.
Beholder program.
Cool.
I feel like that's going to be a
Wait.
project.
Wait,
Yeah,
hold on,
This
guys,
is something to do.
guys. I don't think you guys are noticing the thing that just happened. That never ever fucking happens. He rolled below a 10 on a program skill. What?
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I did vote double ones.
Yeah.
And a 3.
For my apology.
I just didn't know that was possible. Sorry. I just.
All right. So yeah, the behemoth, as it gets closer, you can see, like, there's this one central eye, and like a ring of smaller eyes, and as it gets closer, eyes start like forming out of the shape that is in front of you until it is like covered with eyes so that it can see in all directions. And then its like back tentacle shrinks into itself partially and then grows more. And it starts firing on you and you start firing on it.
Okay, so we roll initiative, huh?
I mean, yeah, roll initiative. One of you, I think it's intelligence based.
Okay,
the
so I
captain
guess
rolls.
that was intelligence based, or is it just normally?
Yeah.
like-
Each ship rolls a 1d8 modified by intelligence or dexterity of the pilot.
Oh, so Zeus.
Okay. Initiative. And his intelligence is a +1, so that puts you at 5. And then the behemoth. Is there a way to roll initiative from a spaceship? There is not. Let's roll a D8. 5. Players win ties. You guys go first. So the first thing that happens is the captain, who is Val, I assume,
Yeah.
decides the order of
Yeah.
the ship's systems. Now, who is in which
All right. So
Same.
so Mirko is in engineering.
Yeah.
Conrad is in gunnery. Vincent is in comms. Zeus is in bridge. And I'm in captain.
Okay.
We have our supporting cast of characters as well, but that can be brought in as like scene descriptions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To help us out. Yeah. And also, as a reminder to everyone, a turn in space combat takes 20 minutes, right?
15.
15? Okay. So that's so
longer.
like a lot happens in a single turn, given the immense distances we're talking about, and so on. So let's start with the bridge going first this turn.
Okay. Yeah, you do have to decide before anything happens.
Yeah. And then we'll go to comms, and then engineering, and then gunnery.
And then captain at the end?
Oh yeah, I forgot for me. I'll go before gunnery.
Okay. Cool. So, bridge is Zeus, right?
Yeah, that's Zeus.
Okay. So, I think they're gonna go above and beyond. They're gonna roll their pilot. Pilot with intelligence. Ow. On a success, gain command points. Skill level +1 command points. Skill level is +2, so 3 command points. Let's put that there. Cool. Comms. Victor, that's you, I think. What do you want to do? Now, I will say, even though this is a biological ship, just like we did with the Kralis ship, you can use the comms actions. They're just flavored slightly different. Because you're not like...
What section of the table of contents is this in? I'd be trying to look.
This is on page 117.
Or in the PDF, it's 121.
Oh, yeah. So there are 2 sections.
So I'm what again?
Your comms. Yeah, because that's the computer systems.
And you can also take the general actions as well.
Yeah. But you can take as many actions as you have, command points for. Or 1 general action.
And what are the actions that give us more command points again?
Above and beyond, you roll your skill. Deal with a crisis does not. Do your duty gets you 1 point.
And above and beyond gets me how many points?
1 plus whatever your skill level is.
So that's the 4 1 plus 3 for programming.
Right. You have to beat a DC 9.
Oh no, history says I might not be able to do.
I mean, you did just roll a DC. You did just roll an 8.
So
that's my above and beyond, by the way.
Okay, yeah. So what do you do to go above and beyond? How does your programming help?
I think I'm going to run a multi-layered system diagnostics check that's going to run on a loop to make sure everything is working correctly at all times.
Okay. Cool.
Before we go on to the next one, how many do we have a place where we write down how many command points we have?
I've been
It's where
putting
the
it
captain
in
is.
captain.
Oh, okay. So we have 3 from Zeus.
Don't you give bonus command
I give
points?
2 each turn.
Okay.
Just passively because of my focus.
Each one of your turns, or
no,
just
each turn, each start of.
Got it. Space combat.
Mm-hmm. So it's 3 from Zeus, 2 from me, and was that 4 from?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got 9.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not putting it in the captain?
No, because like you have this every time, and I'm gonna forget that.
All right. Okay. Engineering.
Well, we're obviously not trying to stick around, so I'm gonna boost those engines.
No, but we are trying to stick around. We're trying to kill this thing.
But aren't we trying to like get it away from the planet and stuff like that?
Not currently. We're gonna.
Well, then
First round,
fuck it.
we're fighting. We're gonna see how well we do against it with just guns.
All right, fine. I'll do above and beyond then.
I mean, we could say that like this fight is like moving away from the planet.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. But like we're not trying to escape. Because if we did that,
it's coming towards you, you're going away, and it's following.
Yeah. But if we try, the reason why we don't try to escape is because then we might lose it, and then if we lose it, it turns around and goes to the planet.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna use above and beyond.
Okay.
And what I'm doing is I'm doing the Milo Classic, and I'm doing quarter turn right, half turn left, and slapping it with a wrench to make it go better. It's from Atlantis.
Okay, yeah.
The boiler. Quarter turn right, half turn right, left, and no, I'm
So, way to bring back memories, damn.
Yeah.
Good movie.
It is a good movie.
That's what they should do their next live action.
Let's not. Let's just have it peacefully remain as it is.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. These live action things are kind of turning out pretty shit.
No, but this one could be good, and then everyone will start talking about it again.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's what everyone said about every other last live action this week.
I'm kind of teleporting around, making sure things are. Wait, Eric.
Yeah. Scott.
Can I use my teleportation skill for above and beyond? Sweet.
Yeah,
All
just
right.
tell me how that helps, and then you can do it.
I'm teleporting around. One, I'm probably like delivering stuff to people, getting things around the ship faster, but I'm also making sure that everyone's like on the same page and where they need to be, accounted for, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, roll that with intelligence.
Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck?
How does your bumbling get in the way?
Can Josie help them? Because he's teleporting around everywhere, so she could see him. And they're mind melted.
Do I get to reroll?
Hold on. Yeah, Josie has the ability to let you reroll. She's running out of those soon, but yeah.
How running out of?
She's got 2 left.
All right, yeah. Well, it'll be fine. We'll be good.
What's going on? Okay.
That's much better.
Okay. Yeah. So what's your teleportation skill?
3.
Okay.
So it's 4.
4 is 11. 11 points. Cool. The captain is next.
Okay. Yeah, I'll It's odd because I think going above and beyond is actually better than supporting a department for me.
Okay.
If I'm like using my lead skill, it like gives them more.
Will that get you 3 command points?
Because I have a 3 to lead, right? So.
Oh, will that give you 4?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That
is better.
So I'll just do that. I'll go do the above and beyond with lead. And it's just it's typical stuff you would expect in a situation like this, of just like in the bridge.
Yeah.
Talking both on talking to both on intercoms at the rest of the ship, but also other people in the bridge, coordinating things and spotting problems before they can become a problem. Just telling people, hey, do that instead. Wait, watch that thing.
I just thought about it. Having a teleporter on your ship would be the most annoying fucking thing in the entire world.
Yeah.
Just imagine instead of that call or that text all the time, literally just someone appearing in front of you constantly being like, hey.
We've known that for 4 years.
I haven't. I'm on the other end of it.
You've been doing that for 4 years.
No.
Also,
it's just I'm the person, so it doesn't click.
Not all teleporters are like you, all right?
Yeah, that's true. I am just an asshole.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I rolled a 1 there. All right.
So how does Val get in the way?
She just gets confused.
Yeah, I think it's just some miscommunication in there somewhere. Like either she says something and it's not clear, or someone tells her something is not clear, and then she proceeds to take that information and then tell it to someone else.
Yeah. It's a game of telephone.
Yeah.
One person said banana. Val said penis.
Yeah.
Somewhere it got changed along the way.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
All right. That leaves gunnery.
12 points.
Fire all weapons.
Oh, 12 points, yeah.
You sure you don't want to combine them?
Concentrate forward firepower.
Okay, yeah. You want to concentrate forward firepower. You can fire all guns 4 times if you'd like.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I can do that and above and beyond. Can I? Or is it only one action? Because we can take as many actions as we have CP. Is that the wording that I heard you?
Yeah, it's say? CP, but you can only do either
all these general actions are exclusive. Actions. If you take one of these actions, you can do nothing else in this round, either before or after you take this action.
Nothing else, as in nothing of the other general actions?
Yeah.
Okay.
No other actions.
Including the captain's actions, which also has 0 CP. Okay.
You can either do as many CP as you have for your department, or 1 general action.
So, you could do your total captain's actions. You could do all of those.
Yeah, but we don't need it for right now.
Right.
So
that actually might make it more worth support department, because you could do other stuff.
No, well, not right now, because right now the other actions aren't needed. That's the thing.
Right.
Except in crew loss crisis.
Those are reactions to us being hit. That's not like a proactive thing. That's a reaction.
Even the first
into
one?
the fire is an action you would take. Keep it together is a reaction.
Except a crew loss crisis.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it is, but we're not desperate at this point,
right?
To do that,
you'd only do that if you're desperate.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, do I want to use all of our CP?
Yes.
Yeah, you're the last one on the, and
Yeah.
we have to regenerate the CP. Any unspent CP doesn't get used.
Fire all forward power 4 times.
All right.
Shoot.
Do I get
So,
access to the how do I do this?
You should have access to the stellar bagels. You've done this
Yeah, go
before,
for
I
it.
think.
We have.
It's there.
Should I just go through and click all these?
Yeah, go for it.
Click them all 4 times.
What's the
What?
armor class?
You rolled a 2?
That doesn't seem.
No,
It was a 1d20.
you have to. You also add your base attack bonus and dexterity to it.
Do you?
Pretty sure.
Definitely
'Cause-
had something.
Yeah, we definitely did that last time where we were adding the same stuff we were normally adding to the shot,
Attack.
but we also didn't have it in this thing. We had to add it depending on who was firing the gun.
So do I add my attack bonus, my dexterity, and my shoot skill?
That's right. Yeah. And I don't
So
know.
a given gunner can only shoot 1 gun per round.
Yeah, and that's why I would get on another gun.
Yeah.
And fire. That's what we did last time.
Oh yeah, we did do that.
But wait, I'm firing all of the weapons.
Yeah.
Right. So you are the department head. You decide we're firing all the weapons.
But
Right.
you
And then
yourself are not firing each
You
weapon.
pick one of those weapons and fire it.
Does Gabe get to pick another weapon and also fire it?
Yeah.
That would make sense because Gabe has the highest attack bonus.
Do I not get to pick a gun because I have no attack bonus?
Yes.
I mean,
That
you
I'm aware
already
of.
have an attack bonus.
Victor, what's your attack
I
bonus?
do have an attack bonus.
+2.
Mine's also +2.
Mohan is a warrior. He has a higher attack bonus than you guys, probably.
Let's see.
What level is he?
Mohan's level 3.
So he has a 3 to attack bonus if he's a full warrior.
Yep.
Does he have a dexterity?
His dexterity bonus is +1.
Okay, so that's +4. And shoot skill?
Shoot skill is +0.
Well, this is not negative.
So +4.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got a stab of +2.
Anyone who's not me or Comrade got a plus higher than a +4 on if you combine shoot skill, dexterity, and base attack.
Do we not just have like really good crew that's really good at gunnery?
You've
Like
got
shouldn't
okay crew. Like they'll give you, +2, +3.
Mohan gives us a +4, which is
Yeah,
why I figured
Mohan
we
is
should-
probably the best out of the crew. So what are you putting him on? What weapon?
He can
hold
take,
on. I will be right back.
Polyspectral.
yeah, he can take the polyspectral, and I'll take the grav cannon.
Okay.
I'll stick with the mag spike array. So that 2 should really be a 7.
Okay.
No, a 6.
What's
No,
your
an 8. It should be an 8 because I have a +6 to my overall
Right.
as a plus.
Why are we getting all
Um,
these polyspectral?
Because he's shooting 3 times, right?
Yeah, I guess so, because we're firing all guns.
There's
four
4
times.
times.
Can the tractor beam be used to repel as well as pull things towards?
I don't know. Probably not.
Okay. just all right, to clear things up. These are energy weapons. Do they give you a +1 because of that, or is it only handheld energy weapons? That
Only
do that?
handheld.
Okay.
All right. So 1 polyspectral MES beam strikes, as does 1 mag spike. And then I'll describe it once we have the grav cannon shoot 4 times.
Yeah. Oh, so you want me to do that now?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else that we have
Okay.
going on.
I'm just doing the math here. All right. Okay, cool. Grav cannon.
Yeah, you should be able to just enter a single number.
Yeah, I did.
Cool.
Cool.
And then the grab cannon just hits 3 times in a row.
4 times.
4 times in a row.
Seriously?
Yeah, I mean, I have a high attack bonus, and I put a lot of points into my skills, and I have a high dex. This is what happens.
Okay.
Is it dead?
No.
Is it bloodied?
It's not dead. It is bloodied.
What?
What's your skill bonus again?
My skill is 3, my attack bonus is 8, and my dex is 2. So it's a 30.
Yeah.
Your attack bonus
So-
8.
Because I'm level 8. I'm a full warrior, so I have.
You
it's equal
guys
to my-
have one of the best,
Shooters.
the best
Yeah.
shot, one of them, in the entire sector.
Yes.
There are maybe 10 people as good as Val.
Yeah. We know this. This
Yeah.
was established.
It's not a surprise. I'm just
It's
Val
a
is-
surprise to you. You're
Val- no.
processing this.
No. This isn't a surprise. This just means the next behemoth is going to be bigger.
I mean, that's.
This is the scout.
The scout that didn't make it anywhere.
I'm just looking at my thing because I thought I gave it a healing mechanic.
Well, it
Yeah,
does make
Yeah,
sense.
but
It has a.
OP, please nerf.
No. I mean, it makes sense because it has an engineering department as part of it, so it has a repair function.
True.
So you just use the repair function on it because it has to go through each of the departments.
Oh, it has
Even
armor. But I'm betting, armor penetrating.
yeah.
Yeah, armor penetration, and then all of your armor penetrating stuff is more than its armor.
Wow. We're just big boys.
Yeah, you have a capital ship. And have some of the most skilled crewmen on your ship. You 4. Yeah. Behemoth's turn. Behemoth gets 7 command points.
Except when it comes to attacking, then, only 2 of us are decent.
What?
And picks something.
Mohan's okay. All right, he's okay.
I mean, I'm good at other things.
Yeah, with swords.
Okay,
You are valued, Mirko.
I can teleport. I can stab things.
Go over there and stab that ship then.
Mirko teleports to the other ship and stabs it and teleports back. Is it that close?
No.
I'd have to teleport multiple times. I mean, 1 round is 15 minutes.
Okay, yeah, you could probably teleport that far in 15 minutes.
I feel like I could
Maybe
teleport that
don't
far.
if we know this thing is infectious.
I mean, I'm not actually going to. Like, that's just dumb.
Even
I'm not
Mirko,
that
even
stupid.
Mirko, yeah, even Mirko's not that stupid.
Well, suppose capital ship weapons, he's probably doing like 0.00001 damage.
What's the AC of the Stellar Bagels?
17.
17. Oh man. Oh, I forgot to describe how you hit the thing. So, 4 rounds of each shot go off. The MES beam, it was able to like curl around, but one of them nicks it. The flak emitter, mag spike array just like pelts it with tiny balls that shred through it, but it's able to like reform pretty easily. And then the gravity cannon just like implodes tentacles as like they start forming out and like going at you, and just like starts imploding these tentacles as it tries to do stuff with them. And then from behind, it like whips a tentacle, and like stuff comes out, like these hardened shards of shell, like diamond hard biomass.
That's the flak emitter thing.
Yeah, flak emitter and mass cannon. Looks like the flak emitter both miss, and the mass cannons both hit.
Yes.
So you take 29 damage.
We have exactly the same amount of armor as they have AP on the shots that hit. Meaning
So
what?
that means it penetrates.
Okay, so it deals full damage?
Yeah.
Okay, so, 29 damage. So we're dropped down.
We're not bloodied.
No, we're not. It's close. Yeah.
We're definitely gonna fuck this guy up. Behemoth. We're gonna give it to him.
Good.
Was that meant to happen?
It was possible.
You didn't think it was gonna be this easy, though.
I thought it'd be a more difficult fight than it ended up being. Anyway.
So yeah, we're at 116 hit points out of 145.
Yeah. I'll let you know. You still have more hit points than its total.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It just means I have to create a new class of starship.
Or you just
throw out the rules.
Or throw more of them at us. It doesn't have to be a bigger one. It could just be more of them.
Yes, I did forget to do something. Cool. Thank you for reminding me.
Mm-hmm.
Captain.
Yes.
Captain, my captain.
What order will you take your turn?
Okay.
Wait, also, can't he do the keep it together? I guess we don't need to, because it offers a crisis. Yeah, never mind.
Well, actually, no, we're gonna do that.
Yeah?
Really?
Because I have a focus.
Do you have a thing that nullifies crises?
Yeah.
It's stupid.
So
what is it?
So it's this. How do I post things in chat in this game?
I have no idea.
There you go.
Okay. Once per engagement, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you want to take 16 less damage?
No, we want to take 13.
What do you mean? Oh, you're saying we can only do one hit?
Yeah.
Nullify a successful enemy hit. Roll a crisis instead.
Mm-hmm.
I will roll a crisis for you to explain how you don't
Wait.
deal with it.
These were pretty low rolls.
Yeah, but also it's bloodied. It's not going to survive another round.
All right. Well,
VIP imperiled. Okay. I know what happens. So one of these like shells, like these shell spikes, plunges in to the ship.
Don't use your focus for this.
Why?
Because it literally just hurts one of our NPCs.
No, because we deal with it. The focus gets, we use it, and then it doesn't hurt their NPC. It like literally their entire round goes to do nothing.
Yeah. And like it plugs up the hole in the ship so that it can move around, and the shell like drops down into a puddle, forms up into some sort of like spider thing, like the 6-legged mass, and it's on the bridge. And like
it's on the bridge?
Yeah, it's on the bridge. It plunges into the bridge and jumps at Grishma.
Okay. So then as an instant action, using this ability, I just have everyone focus fire on this thing, and we just like all whip out our thermal pistols and
you vaporize it. Yeah.
Great. Wonderful.
I was just saying, just in case there was a different crisis that comes up, it would have been one of those situations where, like, couldn't I literally just teleport to this person and heal them?
Yeah.
On engineering turn? Like...
Yeah.
Out of all the crises that we could have gotten, that's, like, one that I can just be like, done. Easy. Dealt with.
Yeah. So, do we want to do the same order? Different order? How are we doing this, Captain?
Captain.
So, yeah, bridge first. I'm going to have engineering and comm swap.
Okay.
But aside from that, we're doing the same thing.
All right. So, first thing is first, Zeus will do some fancy flying. Intelligence. And that gets, what was it, 3? 3. Yeah, so like tentacles start, wrapping around the ship, but Zeus is able to maneuver it such that it gets out from in between them. Mirko, you're next.
Am I allowed to do teleportation again? Continue.
No reason why you can't.
Oh boy. Kabam. Llama jamma.
Nice.
Give it another 4.
4. 7. What are you doing?
Teleporting all over the place. I'm telling people what's going on. I'm making sure my engineering crew is not slacking off. I'm making sure they're slapping shit with their wrenches.
That's how that works.
Exactly. Every once in a while I stop to take a bite of a sandwich in my lab. I'm handing food to people when they're like feeling a little famished, making sure people's hydrated. There's a lot of combat going on. A lot of stuff. You gotta stay at your peak physical performance.
Yeah, definitely.
That's about it. That's all I got.
Cool. I like it. All right, Victor, what is Vincent doing?
Probably just going above and beyond. I think this time Vincent wants to program a response relay in all drones that aren't watching psychics to immediately head towards any site that is punctured and released with that behemoth creature.
Okay.
Is it just me or is Victor echoing?
Oh, so
Oh.
he's talking through roll 20 as well as through Discord. That's why.
Is that better?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna use my re-roll as this is a new scene for the last time I used it.
Okay.
There we go.
And that's 4, or is that?
That is 4 points.
Right. Okay.
So I already used the keep it together. So can I use the general action, or do I have to use like support department?
I think you have to use support department.
All right, I'll support department then. I'll support Benry.
Okay.
To make that cheaper.
All right. Cool. Do you want to go into the fire too, or?
No.
Okay.
We're good. Not tempting fate here. All right, so it's Gunnery's turn, yeah?
Yeah. Gunnery. What's the play?
Focus all forward firepower.
So how many points do we have here? It's 13.
Yeah, you have 13.
Effectively 15 because of my support department.
Yeah.
So what does that come out to? How many times?
5.
5 times.
Fired them all 5 times, folks.
All right.
Cool.
I can go first just to clear things up so we don't always have things.
Yeah. Good idea.
Is there a quick way to re-roll these when you have to input the modifier each time?
I don't know. Let me try. This last one is not going to count.
Wait, that was 6.
Oh, my bad. Then the last one doesn't count as well. No, you just have to input the modifier. So ignore that last mag spike relay.
Okay.
Okay, Mohan.
Yeah.
And also, do we know the AC of this thing by now?
Yeah, it's 16.
16, I think.
All right, so we hit it. How much damage did you deal then, Kit?
Let me check. $28.
Okay, and then Mohan hit another 3 times, which is
8 plus 5
No,
is
26, not 28.
It's 19 from Mohan, 26 from Kit, which is math. Still not dead from that?
Not dead.
Okay.
It's got single digits.
All right, Eric. I teleport out of the ship and I go
5.
stab it. Oh yeah, I just go stab it. Like, no, I'm just kidding.
You'd have to do 50 damage to kill it.
Oh, right. I forgot that it's not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. I go out there and I start slashing away. What? Every 6 seconds?
One shot is enough.
Yeah. You've got the best shot.
All right.
So yeah, the polyspectral MES beams are like cutting off its tentacles. The flak is just like smashing into it, and then like there are all these bits floating around this central hub, and then it all is just imploded by the gravity cannon. You have defeated your third behemoth. I don't know. Where
Third.
do we count this at? Fourth?
Third.
'Cause you
Fourth.
did beat Pythagoras.
Oh, he doesn't
well,
count. He was more like a little.
Yeah. Cool.
I mean,
so,
the vampires. I beat
battle's
them.
over.
I don't think you fought them.
I did.
You fought them. That's true.
Yeah.
They're not
I fu-
directly behemoth, though.
Doesn't fucking matter. I beat the shit out of them because I'm
You
a big
also
man.
didn't win. You just
didn't
didn't
lose.
lose.
I wasn't losing though. I was
No,
beating
you
them.
weren't. Yeah, you're beating them up.
There was 3 men in front of me, and I was slapping the shit out of all of them.
Oh yeah.
It was like the Three Stooges, and I was just like.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
It's like okay.
Congratulations, you won.
All right. So, all right. So we don't need to take the refugees out if they don't want to come. I mean, some of them might, I guess.
Some of them are gonna want to leave.
Yeah. But if they want to return to the planet, we can drop them off.
Okay.
We can also go, back and actually properly catch up with Flintlock and check in on his sleep situation. But also, I would like this big ass carcass of a behemoth to be examined from safe. What?
I forgot something.
What?
Something was supposed to happen during the fight.
Oh, well.
It's fine. I'll just have a scene. Keep going.
Okay. Anyway, we'll like. Okay. I'm gonna talk to the crew now.
Can we just make sure we wrap this up because I do have work.
Yeah. So,
Same.
well, let's quickly talk to the crew then and decide how we're gonna proceed here with this big ass corpse here, because we do want to like burn the body like we normally do with these things, but also this is a pretty huge opportunity to study it and to be able to better fight it next time.
Toad into the sun.
Yeah. So I mean, is that the vote from you? No.
Take a sample, throw it into the sun.
So throw the sample. I mean, yes, that's the way to get rid of it is obviously to tow it.
You
and
could
just-
call the Phoenix and have them come over.
No.
We can also take a sample and throw the rest into the sun, and
That's what I
take the
said.
sample to the Phoenix.
Well,
This is what I said. Yep.
we can't call the Phoenix because the system's relay is out, right? Unless we have one of our own.
Also, we
Well,
should
you have
not
a ship that
we
can
should-
go and do that in the next system.
We
You've
should
got the stellar
maybe
base.
wait before we contact the Phoenix until we have a better understanding of the behemoth ourselves.
Yeah, that's fine.
Turns out the Phoenix itself is a behemoth.
Yeah,
Spoilers.
that's right, guys.
You got it.
So anyway, all right. So yeah, we could take the sample. We can figure out another time, like
What
the
happens?
nature of the sample and so on. But we could basically say we take the sample, however large the sample is, in whatever manner we use to extract the sample, and then toss the rest into the sun with a tractor beam. We're just like,
Yeah.
staying far away from it, push it all.
I want to designate drones that will be on permanent task duty to watch over this.
Okay. So I have 2 scenes that I'd like to do. Does anyone else have anything they want to do?
Goals.
Goals. Okay, so after these scenes, we'll do goals. Does that sound good?
As long as we do it quickly.
Okay, yeah, so Vincent,
Yeah.
you are, just at your comm station during the fight, you notice a spaceship that was not here earlier come onto your radar or whatever. It's not a radar, but you get the
Space
idea.
R.
Yeah, your
Space
space
star.
star.
Is it within comms distance?
It is.
I shut that shit down.
Okay. Yeah, they're not contacting you. You can tell that it's the NDS Galilei.
Okay.
I know that doesn't mean anything to you, but that's what it
New
is.
Dawn. New Dawn.
I mean, that's yeah.
What does a 9 get me for schematics of that ship?
Looks to be a research vessel. It's no bigger than the Just Bagels, a small
Wait.
crew.
Don't we have 3 more shots? Can't we? Or 4 more shots? Can't we just shoot it?
It's out of
Whoa,
range.
whoa!
It's
That's not-
on
it's-
the edge of the
it's-
system.
Yeah. It's within comm range, though. Just
And this is-
establish that.
This is a new scene also, so you could reroll.
I know. That was literally was an information check. Now, you said they are within comms range, yeah?
Yeah. They are within comms range.
Cool. I'm gonna re-roll that. I want to shut down their engines.
Okay.
We're going pirating, boys.
You can shut down their engines for a time.
Cool.
But-
Someone shoot their engines.
We're not
I
in
think-
range of weapons
so-
fire.
We will get to this next session
Cool.
as we close in on them, or you can say, "Hey, I think we should go do this."
Pirating.
Yeah, I'll make sure to write that down. We're gonna board the NDS Galilei.
Oh.
And then Val, you are somewhere alone. I guess your room, and you get a knock.
Okay. I mean, check the security camera outside the corridor and
It's
see that.
Grishma.
Okay. She may enter.
Okay, so yeah, she enters, and she looks like she's seen a ghost.
Has she?
She has not.
I was about to talk to Grishma.
She looks you in the eye like, I've seen that thing before.
Think that attacked you on the bridge?
Yeah. That thing kills us.
What?
As in, talking about your future sense?
Yeah. It changes every now and then of when and where, but I've gone as far as I can. Just a couple months, that thing kills us.
All right. Good to know.
Who's us?
And then, yeah, we'll end
Okay,
the
okay.
scene.
I mean, we could keep on doing the
That's
scene.
all I have.
All right. All right. I'd like to return to the scene next session.
Okay.
'Cause I do have other things I want to talk about it, but
Yeah. You should message me any questions you might have so that I can think about them over the next week or two.
I guess I'm not. It's not really. It's more like a character thing, not really like a
Specific question.
digging out
Okay.
knowledge from their vision kind of
Okay.
thing.
Cool.
Um,
Because if it's about their vision, I don't really know what their vision was.
I mean, it could just be a brief vision, and then they don't have anything else. That's
Yeah.
fine. Also, I'd like to note, just because we have this, because of my Star Captain ability, we have an increased amount of hit points for the ship. And when that that is basically temporary hit points, like in D&D. So when it takes damage to that temporary hit points, it takes that damage, but it doesn't need maintenance or repairs done on that. And we took less damage than the amount of that temporary hit points we have, so we took no damage that.
That's
That
awesome.
Yeah. So, voila, we're good.
All right,
What
let's.
tech?
Sorry.
Yep. I was just gonna say, what tech level is the Phoenix?
5.
5. Okay, keep going.
Let's do goals. Comrade, how about we do you first because you seem antsy to get going. Everyone gets 3 for the mission of defeat Behemoth. You came here to deal with it. You dealt with it.
So I did not help Flintlock because we talked to him for like 5 seconds and left.
Yeah.
As is tradition.
He didn't need help apparently. We helped him in the sense that we dropped a nuke.
I did not let workers be injured as much as possible.
Okay. Yeah.
Not make advanced mechs. I did not find about core program. And I saved as many workers on a Rook as possible.
Yeah. So you get for not letting the workers be injured and for saving the workers.
How much money did I scam off those rich bastards?
We never really got into it.
Next session.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Why don't we do?
You never gave me an answer.
What?
How many XP points do I get?
That was 5.
For saving the workers and don't let the workers be injured?
Plus the 3 that you get for
5 in total.
the mission.
Okay. Yeah, I did not hear you say that at all. So.
I didn't say it because I thought you could do the math in your head.
Well, I didn't know how many points those were worth. So.
1.
Mirko, what do you got?
That's me. I did everything pretty much.
Yeah.
Alright, so I fought the behemoth 3 times.
Hi, guys.
Okay. But
Bye, kid.
let us know when you're available next. Like, are you available this time next week?
He already left.
And I'll message him in Facebook. So yeah, you what? You fought.
I fought the
stylishly?
behemoth. Well, no, I fought the behemoth 3 times.
Yeah.
Because we did space combat, I killed the dude, and then I also killed this part of the dude.
Yeah.
I kept the crew safe and alive by healing Vincent.
Yeah.
I ensured the safety of the peoples by just generally helping out with shit. And I fought people stylishly because I missed my sword and still killed someone. That
Sure.
specifically.
Yeah. So it's 1 of each plus 3. That's 7. So you didn't prototype your weapon. So.
You know what? But that thing did. It shot it off, and it successfully went off and hit me.
I don't know how
Facts.
successful I'd call that.
Just saying.
Also, you didn't prototype the weapon.
But it was a success. It hit me. I now know how it feels even more.
No. You get 7 XP.
I did pretty good this time.
Yeah.
I don't usually get that much XP.
Vincent, what did you get?
Well, assuming next session I can cash in on the credits, I would have scammed the rich. I'll scam the rich next week.
Okay.
I did defeat the behemoth, and that gave me the points as requested. Have tiny little encons. I think My the scam the rich isn't about that tiny long concentration. What? So I don't think I did that with you.
Right.
I'll keep Toddy safe. Did that.
Yep.
I have not been a good dad to Toddy.
Right.
So I'm gonna take off. Keep Toddy safe.
Okay. Make sure to take mission experience.
Is that separate from the to kill the behemoth mission thing?
No. The mission was, deal with the behemoth. You dealt with the behemoth, you get 3 XP. And you kept Toddy safe, so that's another 1. I think that was it. And Valentine.
All right. So protect ship / crew. I think that was
Yeah.
a lot of instances of that happening.
Yep.
To the point where we used that one ability like in a pretty inefficient way just so we just take no damage.
Yeah.
Work towards filling the empty position. There was a tiny bit of I could see if you'd say no to this, but like there was a bit of this with like trusting Josie to take care of things. And
I wouldn't count that towards experience.
That's fine.
Like that was very small compared to what you've done in the past.
Yeah, I think if she had been tested, if she had been like in that position, there had been something crisis she needed to deal with, that would have been different. But because nothing came up, it was fine.
Yeah.
Help power crewmates to solve problems. Yeah, I think there was a lot of that going on, was assigning people to tasks and then just letting them kind of run loose and doing that stuff.
Okay.
And not like micromanaging everything herself.
Right.
Help the inhabitants of Persia. We did that. We nuked them.
Yep.
And then behemoths, which I think this would count as a instance where I could take that.
I would agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3, 1.
So that's
8.
5. Oh yeah, 8 from the
8
awesome.
in total. Cool. And are y'all free this time next week?
I should be.
Give me a second.
Okay.
2 birthdays.
What? How do you have 2 birthdays?
No, it's on my calendar.
Oh.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can I buy field emitter Penelope from the Phoenix?
Yeah, probably.
I have another question about that.
Yeah.
Is there any way I can buy it and have it less noticeable?
Yeah, I mean that's what Val uses, and no one like whenever we go to a low tech level planet, which is basically every planet, and she's like, remember she was walking around in a place where like they're terrible, like it was toxic, and she was just fine in her plain clothes. It's because she has the field emitter Penelope underneath her clothing.
Cool.
And people are like, "What the hell? How are you doing that?"
Yeah, so that's like Tech 5 stuff, and most people are Tech 4 or 3.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say it just says that it. I thought you had storm armor. I didn't know you had that.
No, so I used to have back in the first edition games we were playing before we did the time skip. She had her big juggernaut armor, but then she upgraded it to this because I think in first edition the field emitter stuff wasn't as good as it is in second edition. Which is why, because it gives you all the bonuses of the previous thing, so you can still do all the things you could do before, and you get the increased AC
and the decreased encumbrance.
Yeah.
I also like that idea of just like a glowing suit over you, just like me teleporting around, like glowing a little bit and being like.
I mean, you can describe yours as any way you want, but the way I describe it as like it's invisible unless there's something like obvious
Hitting it.
hitting it,
Yeah.
or something obvious in the air that is like this should be affecting you, or
Mhm.
it's like opaque in the air and then it's bouncing off of her.
Also, I'm currently drawing a portrait for Albrecht. To the best of my ability. And by
Yes.
drawing, I mean photo manipulating.
Nice.
Art making.
I actually
Art
drew.
making.
I actually drew a footfalls drawing.
Cool. Gabe, did you ever figure out if this time works next week?
No, it does not. I can.
Okay, because
so
Kit
I
just
can-
got back to me. He says it works. So if it works for you, then we have a time.
No, it 9:30 is the soonest I could do.
Uh,
I know. I'm sorry, guys.
I mean, that's not. Oh,
It's not terrible, but
not
Do
ideal.
a short session, like
yeah, we could.
And then Sunday. What time did we determine for Sunday?
I don't remember.
it was 8:30.
8:30. Okay.
Let me just double check that I said that right, but I'm pretty sure.
8:30. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the formal.
Yep. He wrote EST instead of EDT, and it bothers me.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I know.
What?
I do EMT.
Are you going to bed?
No, I'm just taking shit out.
Oh, okay. I'm.
All right.
No, I'm finishing up, so I was gonna come outside.
Oh, nice.
Oh, hey, it's footfalls.
It's footballs.
You look like a kiwi.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I gave him a.
That's
a
pretty
actual,
good.
Like a proper.
Yeah, it did 3 damage and the orc ran away scared.
Oh. I don't know if you guys just heard that.
Yeah, we did. I have no idea what you're talking about.
They know. So all the groomsmen are here and have been drinking, and
Oh, right.
every once in a while.
Wedding is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Today.
I've been drinking beer this whole time. But they randomly come in, and I usually am muted, so they're like sitting there talking to me about like what's happening in the world, and he just is like, "I just rolled a 17, but I only did 3 damage, but the orc ran away scared." I'm like, okay.
Nice.
Or I should say, I'm drinking truly because
You're getting a play-by-play.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You're getting a play-by-play of people playing D&D at a bachelor party?
they're not actually playing D&D. They're just joking around, but they all know how to play D&D. It's a bunch of military nerds, so it's great.
D&D's popular in the military
Yeah,
and prison.
I mean, they are awesome.
Yeah.
They also started with the military.
Yeah, that's true.
D&D.
Wargaming.
Oh, yeah.
The roots of it. Ooh, fun thing about that. There were like civilian wargamers in Britain or London, England, for World War II and One. I forget which one this was. I think it was World War II. They had a like officer face off against one of these civilians, and they didn't know who each other were while they were, facing off in this war game. And the officer lost. And like he was like this highly decorated officer, very good at his job, and then this like, civilian beat him, and then like she came out of behind the curtain and like went to shake his hand, and he's just like, "Oh fuck. Not only did I lose to a civilian, I lost to a civilian who is female, who, I am supposed to be better than." Which,
That's
like,
pretty funny.
ruined his reputation, and now civilians are no longer allowed to play war games against officers.
Really? That's dumb.
So the reason is, if the civilian is better than the officer, why are they not an officer?
Because
So-
they didn't choose that
Because they
career
play
path.
the game more. Like
Right.
it's not this like war games aren't exact depictions of what like happens in
I know.
battles though. Like,
Wait. I
But
have
this
a game
officer knew
question
war
real quick,
games
actually.
very well. He was, he should have won. He was expected to win, and then he lost. Now they don't do that anymore because that's really it makes people not confident in the officer.
Question.
Yeah.
So for power armor, you have to train in it for a month first, unless you already have that. Can I just train with Val since she has power armor before I get mine?
Yeah, I mean, you still have to train, but yeah.
Yeah, we can trade.
Yeah, but that would just like make it so it's not like a month after I buy it. It's now like whatever time until I buy it plus whatever's left over of that month.
Yeah.
Just to make it a little easier. Because I also want to never get hit ever again.
Yeah. Also, I feel like it being the tech level 5 thing, the training is probably not as necessary because it's just you clip it on your belt basically, and then you're good. Like,
yo, mine's gonna look like when I turn, I'm gonna be like power on, and then it's just gonna look like a green glowing like orb thing flying around me. And I'll be like blocking shit with my hands and stuff.
you're not gonna be able to see through it.
I'm blind, but I can't get hit. It's
Yeah.
one-way lights. One-way lights.
Can you have a shield with your sword?
I have a great sword, so no. I can have a shield with my knife.
Okay.
Because I have thought about that before. I do have a shield. My character literally has had a shield
Yeah,
before.
we collected. We had a mission where we just like,
Collected shields.
we looted a bunch of shields from some guys, so we just all have one. But
Oh, I actually didn't even move it into my second edition character.
Okay.
I think I literally was just like, fuck it, I don't care.
So
Because like
it's
my shotgun's
getting late.
two-handed.
I am going to go.
Bye, Eric.
Bye.
see you Sunday.
Work in the morning. Yeah, see you.
See you Sunday.
For multi snake, I'm excited.
I'm gonna cut off so many heads.
Bye.